yet. So behind me is the beautiful Harbor View Hotel here in Martha's Vineyard, and you know, it's a really fun place here. This is where Jaws was filmed, and so I thought it would be fitting for Navigate Waters to be Friday's motivational message. So I'm here. Let's talk about motivation and how you navigate waters. Behind me here, you'll see, is the sea. And in life, the very first thing we have to do is learn how to sit up and then walk. And in business and in every relationship you have, it's the exact same thing. So first you're going to start treading water, right? And whenever that is, some people get employed right out of high school, some do it. I have to break for just 2 seconds and show you something so cool. I'm going to zoom in on this sailboat here. Now, that's the American flag as their sail, and they're navigating some very peaceful waters right now. But back to it, in life, you know, waters, you know, you got to learn how to swim. You know, first you just tread water, and you're just trying to stay above water. And a lot, like early on in your career, whether you just graduate high school, college, whenever it is you enter the workforce, that's what you're trying to do. You're just trying to stay above water, get to the next paycheck, right? And then eventually you start to learn a few strokes, and those strokes get you swimming and moving a little faster into life. And then, you know, every once in a while you have a buoy in the water so you can take a rest and relax a little bit. And now from there we try to get into a little inflatable boat, right? And we try to stay buoyant in an inflatable boat. Now here's where the sharks usually start to come out. As you start to get floating a little bit, you've got something going on, people will come out and they'll try to take advantage of you. So you need to avoid the sharks in life. And as you start to go after, you know, different opportunities, I want to encourage people to become their own entrepreneurs and go and start their own professions and own jobs. That's what all of this is about. Also, if you're with an enterprise that you love, just some tools to help you get through that. So how do you avoid the sharks? You avoid the sharks by, you know, doing research before you do deals with people. I've done so many different deals in my life, and I have to tell you, I haven't always avoided the sharks. I've been chewed up and spit out many times, and that's the education that you get in life. So, you know, just try to, whenever possible, make sure you do business with people that have a good heart and good intentions, and stay on top of them. You know, some of the mistakes I've made in my life is doing business with people and assuming that they had, you know, the best intentions at heart. And really, sometimes all people are trying to do is take bites out of you and move on and go get another pound of flesh somewhere. That is the least successful long-term way to get ahead. So don't ever be the shark, right? Help people. Give people, you know, let's go back to the buoy analogy, right? So what I like to do is I like to throw people buoys, right? And one of the things that I always say at work is when I hire someone, I give people wings and a rope, and they're either going to fly or hang themselves. And that's what we need to do. So if you're an entrepreneur already, empower your people, and don't be afraid of taking chances on people. But don't over-invest in them until they've proven themselves. Those are some of the lessons that I've learned through the years, and it's my biggest mistakes. We're believing in people because they had the right initiative, and they either lack the skill set or they lack the integrity to finish the job. And so, you know, make sure you do business with people that have great integrity and that people who share a similar core value and mission statement. So now we're swimming along. We've got this float, and it's taking us through life. We've avoided some sharks. How do we get to a bigger boat? So one of the things you need to do is get a couple people who have small vessels with you. Maybe they all have just, you know, little life rafts, and put them together. All right. Now the first thing you're going to do is, as you start to put these life rafts together, you're going to become a bigger boat, really, one vessel. Tie them all off together. And the tides do rise together. So you'll also fend off the sharks, because your network will be better as the boats are connected and everybody knows what everybody else is working on, because everybody's network now can work together. So now one of you in that vessel is going to get in these rafts is going to go now to a larger boat. So now you've got, I don't know, a 17-foot little ski boat V, and you can actually go out in the water a little deeper. And now you're going to encounter some rough waters, and you're going to get into waters that you weren't used to navigating. You're going to run aground a couple times, ruin some props, and then every once in a while you're going to really hit it on plane and just start to sail through it. And now the rough waters and your turbulent times go away, and you can start to move on to an even faster boat or a bigger boat. And again, we always have to watch out for the sharks. The sharks will take such a bite out of your life, and they will ruin you. So as many sharks as you can fend off in your life, that's what you have to do. And now let's apply this a little bit more towards your life, right? So at home, what's eating your time, all right? And it might not be a physical shark, but there's something that's making you inefficient, and it's keeping you away from your family. And I don't know if it's drinking or partying or whatever it is, a friend, a bad influence. Start to minimize a lot of those influences in your life, and let's call those the sharks in your personal life, and get those out. So we don't have the bad influences in our life. We're not wasting time doing things that are unproductive. You're just spending it with family and friendship and fun and towards achievement and accomplishment, working together, explaining to each other what your challenges are, and you're brainstorming on ways to get over them while you're listening to music or you're surfing, you're doing fun stuff together. And that would be the goal there. Now, at work, right? If you work in a large organization, and you've been exposed to plenty of sharks, right? They're the guys who, or the girls, whatever, that take your idea and they claim it as theirs, and then, you get no credit. They're just always out for themselves. What you want to do is look for the teammates that want to work together and collaborate towards new efficiencies and expanding revenues at the office, and people who are working with you and helping you get to your final destination and towards your bigger boat. So now you've got a bigger boat, and you're now at play, okay? Well, a lot of times you need a captain, and whether that's a chief operating officer or just somebody to stand beside you, a friend, a mentor, let them captain you through your life. For me, I use my family a lot. My dad, my mom, my brothers, my sisters, they're wonderful resources, and I let them be the stewards of a lot of my good and bad decisions. And so have a captain in life. Together we win. That's it. There is no I in team. These are very true things. There is no I in team. If you're selfish, you are going to hold yourself back. I see so many entrepreneurs who are brilliant, creative people, and they won't take advice from people, because they say, oh, I'm this genius, I've done all this. The reality is your brain is this much, and you need all of those other rafts around you in order to get to boats. So don't turn people off. Don't discourage your employees or your coworkers from being innovative. Encourage them. And if it's a bad idea, laugh about it. When you screw up, it's a bad idea. Own it. It is what it is. Sharks are both fish. They don't hang out together unless it's lunch. Then only the shark swims away happy. Carrol, that is so true, right? And I think that's the difference between sharks and regular fish, right? Regular fish are schools, and they stay in a pack, and that's how they're safety. But you want to be at the front of the pack, be the leader of the pack, be the leader of your school of fish, and stay above water. That's really it. Today it was about the water and navigating waters and knowing where the beacons are, finding the lights, right? So when you're out there and you're way far out at sea and you need to come back in a little bit, look for the light, right? What is it that keeps blinking? What is your beacon? What is calling towards you? And if you have something that keeps calling towards you, as it's calling towards you, start to steer towards it. And one of the things that you need to do is ask yourself why. Why is that light beacon shining at me? Why is that what I keep paying attention to? Maybe that's what you're supposed to, maybe that's your destiny. That's the path you're supposed to go on, the journey you're supposed to be with. So, just Yeti Nation in the house, love you, buddy. He's got a beacon. He wants to help people. He's out there spreading a lot of positive love. So follow the light. Hey, Ryan, be good. I'm going to wrap up. I got to go say goodbye to a friend real quick here. Summit's wrapping up. I love you. Cheers to goodness. Friday. Make your weekend spectacular. Stay above water and float. Get big boats. Have a blast. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers to goodness. I like that. Cheers to goodness. That's one positive dude, man. Garyn Angel.
Yes, he is.
Welcome to the SativaCross.com podcast. Here with your hosts, William Haney, Carrol Millman. I'm Lefty Grimes. Hi, Carrol.
Hi, how are you?
What's going on?
Not much.
So glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Do me a favor, put that mic up a little bit so it's, yeah, there you go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it staying there? Oh, God, it's probably not.
Is that better?
Yeah,
I can lean down.
That is better. Oh, God, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh, there you go.
I got it now.
That's it. William, do not touch that mic. How are you doing, William?
I'm doing okay.
Good, man. Good. Nice.
To get here, I pretty much drove across the state of New Jersey.
I slowed down New Jersey. It's okay.
Yeah, Carol, I have avocados for you.
I did come for the avocados. I said that. No, but that's not why I came.
And a big fat joint. Where's my joint? You know what? Fuck Kuma. I'm sharing this joint with you.
Kuma don't need to know about this.
Here, you want to light it? Here, it's coming at your eyes. Missile.
Missed. Please, Lefty, who am I supposed to...
That is like 3 different kinds of weed.
Salad? This is a salad?
Yeah, it's a tossed salad joint.
You have a light to light this toy salad?
William, you gotta. Where's that light? Here. A tossed salad joint.
Toy salad.
Wow, we just came up with a new term on the show. Tossed salad joint. And I really like that a lot.
I want to get nice and stoned because I want to call Vice. And I want to tell them how I'm a medical marijuana patient and what we do and what you film and what happened to me and what has happened to a couple of us already. And I think Action Bronson should probably hang out with us. That's the guy. That's one of the guys from Viceland. He's got a show on there. He's really cool. He puffs a lot of weed, and he dabs too, all up on the show. And
I like him.
the Weedy Kid show is pretty cool too. That guy Krishna, I like him too. I like what he does. I like the whole thing. So we're gonna wind up calling him, I'm thinking tonight maybe. Viceland.
Yeah, you got their number?
I could Google it.
I also want to call Governor Christie's office.
Oh, I want to too. I have
Yeah.
a question, Lefty.
Yeah, let's call him.
I want to know why us as patients cannot grow. This is some boop.
Yeah, you can curse, and yeah,
It's some bullshit.
I
No,
do want
it
to
is
know.
bullshit. It's absolutely absurd.
That's a
and
good
it's-
question.
It's disgusting, and I want to know why I can't grow because, quite frankly, I can't really afford this. It's way too much money, and it's just too much. I should be able to grow. I should be able to get my own little grow tent and grow myself a couple of different plants. Have each one growing, so I could harvest every couple of months, or maybe every month.
Make some oil.
Maybe 12 plants. Yeah, oil, so I could stay alive.
That's key.
And not even the key to stay alive, but a quality of life.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I smoke marijuana. Cannabis is for quality of life.
How does it help you?
Well, I can't even count the ways. It's just I from the top, it keeps me out of jail. I'm just teasing about that.
Keeps you out of jail.
No, it does keep me out of
Well,
jail.
your card keeps you out of jail.
That card keeps me out of jail, but when I smoke and I'm nice and calm, that also keeps me out of jail. And then I smoke and I'm able to keep my medicine down and I'm relaxed. Stress doesn't really bother me. And when my nauseous doesn't work, my asthma goes away. I don't get headaches anymore. It just helps me in every which way possible.
Right.
It gives me energy when I don't smoke. When I wake up in the morning, first of all, it's hard for me to get out of bed. And this has been for a couple of months now. I don't know if it's my illness. I know it's not my age. I'm only 46. Who knows? I don't have that much, like damage to my body as far as like accidents go. But when I wake up and I pour a cup of coffee and I'm still not well, and then I smoke my pot, and then I feel better. I feel better. It gives me a quality of life. I physically feel better. Now, I'm not saying that I'm addicted to it by far. That's not what those pains are, because those pains just came. The aches and pains getting up and up out of bed. I don't think I'm the only one that happens to, though.
I just hurt my back stretching. I can't stretch like that, William. I know you can't get up, but I can't stretch like that. I can't. It just killed me. Really?
I'll stretch. I'll get up. You sit right there.
I'm going to throw it. No, I'm going to throw that joint across at you. I'm just going to throw it at you. I'm going to aim it at your face.
Not mine.
No, William's.
William, you made him stretch.
You try, too. You try to hit William in his face. Let's play a game.
I'm in punching distance from him.
Oh, my back just hurts, man.
Oh.
I just threw it out just doing that stretch right there. That was bad. Oh.
You just want to see where it landed, right?
Oh.
Let me throw this out there.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Lefty, do you have any cannabis cream for your back?
At home I do, yes. Actually, I have, yes. There's some right here. See that jar right there? That's cannabis coconut butter. Can I see that jar, William? Can you pass me that?
So there's this 82-year-old woman that I work with. I'll leave her name out, even though I know nobody at my job or anywhere near my job, except for there is one person that might be hearing this, and I won't disclose his name either. But he goes to my job, but he doesn't tell me who he is. But we'll leave that alone. That's why I'm saying this. But oopsie.
Oh, oops.
Oopsie. Anyway, the woman that I work with, she had a pulled thumb. Her thumb was hurting her, and she was complaining for days. And I says, Roberta, I have this cream. You want to try it? She goes, what is it? I told her it's a bunch of flowers. It can't hurt you. You're not going to get high from it. There's no psychoactive in it. She goes, okay, let me try it. So I put it on. She's like, ooh, it's green. And I was like, yeah, it's because of all the flowers. So I told her that with the flowers were in there, and she was okay with it. I told her the cannabis was in there. She was okay with it. 10 minutes later, she looked at me. She's like, wow, your cream really works.
It sure does.
Yes.
I love that stuff.
Me too.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we grow this?
I use high THC cream,
Uh-huh.
and I think I feel something from it. Because it's decarbed. I use decarbed cream.
I don't know. Trish has actually gave it to me as a present for my birthday, and I have some at my house still. And it's the second I put it on, I feel a tingling in my back.
It's wonderful.
It is. Thank you, Trish.
Thank you, Trish. Trish, are you watching? So, one person we need to call tonight. It's ladies' night, by the way. Just so you know.
Ladies'
All right, I
night.
can't stretch too much.
Don't make them stretch.
Okay, that's good. It's ladies' night, so we're going to call a lot of the ladies tonight.
Who's first?
N.A. Poe. Oh, no, wait. Ann Armstrong.
Okay.
From the Healing Church.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd like to know what's going on with this. Yeah.
This is really bad.
Yes, it is.
Hi, this is Ann.
Hi, Ann. It's Lefty, Carrol, and William. You're on the air. How are you?
I'm on the air. Okay, well, I'm with my son and my grandkids, and I'm going to go outside for a minute to talk to you, okay?
Oh, okay, great. Thank you.
Their cheerful, noisy kid sounds won't be on the air.
Okay.
All right? So I just need to go 1 second,
Thank
and
you,
then
dear.
we can talk. Thank you for calling me.
Are you on
We've had so
speakerphone?
many things happening.
Can you turn your speakerphone off for this call, please?
You want it off or on? Because it's not on.
Okay, perfect. That's
If
good.
there's-
That's good.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to sit out here, and we can talk. You can ask me anything you want.
So, Ann Armstrong, this is Ann from the Healing Church in Rhode Island. You have been a deaconess for many years over at the church, and the police have been harassing you for many years, and now you're facing charges for growing medicine for your congregation. Is that what's going on now?
Well, let me clarify.
Yeah.
The police have always been very good with us. And last year we even had a dialogue about how when we were away on our way to D.C. to see the Pope, the police chief said he saw no reason to bother our gardens. They were entirely within the church grounds. and he left them standing. Now, this year we've seen a lot of attacks on activists and a lot of rapes on dispensaries and other people who had formerly been going out of their way to be compliant with what they believed the laws to be. We've seen that up and down the coast and in California, and it seems to be like just like in the end of Prohibition when the revenuers went around busting up the stills. It's kind of like that, like get all the competition out of the way in preparation for rolling out some sort of tax and regulate scheme where everybody just buys God's gift in little boxes from the stores. But we
The man
we
wants
can't
their
do
cut.
that. I can't do that as clergy. And so this year, because we had gotten, the papal blessing, and we got the Pope to send that plaque to the Mercy Door at St. Peter and Paul Cathedral, where he changed his ancestral family crest where there were grapes. He put a bud with a little sugarcane leaf waving. So we felt empowered to just stand up and proclaim that it's time to take your plants and put them outside under the sunshine where they belong and share freely and stop making all these reasons why cannabis just becomes more and more inaccessible. And so that, coupled with the campaign we've been waging to convince the drug treatment programs to substitute cannabis medibles instead of methadone, on the theory that replacing one opiate with another opiate really isn't curing opiate addiction, and our theory is Satan can't cast out Satan, try something, from the tree of life to get rid of that spirit. So those two things represent, I think, a big financial threat. And so a couple weeks ago, the police came. Now, we had been in a discussion. They had said, we're not going to let you grow your plants outside. And then the law for patients is they have to be indoors. So we put dog pens, like steel chain link dog pens with lockable doors. And we said, that's a door. And then the Attorney General and the police tried to say, no, indoors means you have to have walls and a roof. And they started making up all rules that weren't in the law. And it got very complicated because sometimes people just do their own thing and then the state comes along. But we've been reaching out to the state and saying, let's define the boundary. Let's get nice, clear, crisp margins so everybody knows what to do. And we figure out how we can work together as church and state to bring about good for everybody. So I've been writing and talking to the governor and to her assistant. It got weird. Like, he calls and says, yeah, you can have your plants outdoors because caregivers can. And, he was suggesting they were willing to make the similar accommodation to our church that they would make under medical rules. So then I called the DA and the police and said, well, so-and-so from the governor's office said this and on this date. And then he calls me back and leaves a long, rambling voicemail that says, well, I know I said that, but could you please stop quoting me because the Attorney General has his own little kingdom and he doesn't work for the governor and whatever. And so, okay, whatever. And so 2 days later, so we filed papers. We filed a lawsuit against the state, and we filed a lawsuit in federal court based on just strict establishment clause. The question is, I'm ordained clergy in the Catholic Church. I have valid holy orders. Now they're confirmed in writing by Pope Francis in case anybody doubted it. And so are they basically saying that Catholic clergy, in the furtherance of their holy orders, their mission, their duty to the church, are they saying that's illegal in America, in Rhode Island, in the birthplace of religious freedom? Because as Deaconess of the Healing Church, I'm required to grow cannabis outdoors under the sun when the sun is there. It's a sin against our communion with nature and with each other to share the earth, to go and frack oil and then take that fracked oil and use it to try and make medicine. You're just giving the cancer to the people who live where you polluted it with the fracking. That's not medicine. Catholic social justice teachings tell us that we have to consider everyone and all the downstream consequences of our actions. So the police didn't like this, and they didn't like it that we went to the courts to ask them to have a dialogue about it. So without any warning, they came one day, and it was funny. They walked in on Alan while he was going to the bathroom. And they pointed a gun at him, and he said, excuse me, but I'm pooping.
I was always afraid that would happen to me. That's one of my biggest fears.
Instead of hands in the air, they go, wash your hands. They point a gun at him and go, wash your hands. It was as classic as the time, like somebody told the story about how he was rolling something and he had a bud on his lap, and when he stood up, like put his hands in the air, the bud fell on the ground, and the cop was like going back and forth between him and the bud on the ground with the gun because he couldn't figure out what was more dangerous.
Wait a minute.
Like so,
the cop pointed his gun at the bud.
Yeah, he was pointing at the bud, and then he was pointing at the person. Like, wait, what? He got all crossed up. Like, what's the enemy?
Wow.
But that's what they act like. They act like cannabis is some toxic waste. Like, you know, in Monsters, Inc., when that monster came out with a sock on his back and everyone jumped on him and shaved him and put him in the thing. Like, oh my, that's what they act like. Because I don't know what. Something happened to people. And I think it's when they hear that, So anyway, they actually tried to pretend that they didn't know that we were a church, and they just got a tip about our gardens, and they actually went and tried to tell the judge that. And so it's all going to work out. And the Pope has sent me a nice letter, you know, like
Wow.
having using my official title, Reverend Dr. Ann Armstrong, and addressing me, Dear Reverend Ann, like, because I love Pope Francis, and we've been writing for a while. I feel like, I don't know, I have like an intellectual crush on him. He's the best Pope ever. And so now that he's confirmed, A, women clergy, and B, that the Healing Church mission with cannabism is a valid Catholic apostolate, it's going to get very interesting, because if you consider the history of Rhode Island, it's the birthplace of religious freedom. And that concept that we can think for ourselves and believe what we like and do what we believe to be right, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else, is the foundation and cornerstone of our country. And, you know, we grant all kinds of special rights to people who can't quite live up to that ideal that, you know, we've always held up of how we should behave towards each other. And so, you know, if a person gets in trouble, the state says, okay, we're not going to add criminal charges to the tragedy of an abortion. For example, the state says, if your, you know, sexuality is against what the Bible says, we're not going to prosecute you as state. And so it's curious that when someone says, well, I'm actually doing what Christianity as ordained clergy says I have to do, and then they're going to put us in, if they put us in jail for that, it's just like what you hear about in Russia or Syria or China, where they're actively persecuting Christians and their clergy. So and it sort of highlights the research we've been doing, that the cannabis ban was put in place by Nazi operatives prior to World War II. They'd been setting it up since right after World War I. And we were able to dig up the proof from Harry J. Enslinger's archives in Penn State University, a confession that he was a Nazi spy working both sides of the Atlantic, that the cannabis ban in 1937 had been planned and orchestrated, like ratcheting between states and federal government to create this illusion that there was some emergency. But if you look at the history, the American Medical Association didn't even know that this neener stuff they were trying to ban was cannabis, the main medicine in the U.S. pharmacopoeia. So basically, when cannabis was banned on Tisha B'Av 1937, the Jewish People's Day of Destruction, it basically eliminated two key strategic resources that were listed at the top of what the U.S. said they needed for war preparation: cannabis medicine and hemp fiber for rope and cloth. And so this ban basically crippled us, which is why when we entered the war, they had hemp for victory and rescinded it for a while. But it's been sort of, some people infiltrated our country to weaken us and overthrow America from within. And in that rot, that idea that we're going to control other people and use this ban on what's a religious sacrament to Christians, Jews, Hindus.
It's a whole Nazi attitude.
Buddhists. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to watch this play out. And I actually, this is the other thing I want to put out to people. The women's prison is very nice. I'm just going to tell you, I spent 2 weeks there, and I called it a jailcation. Now, I'm coming from the point of view of a person that spent like 36 years raising 7 kids and 13 grandkids. So a quiet place with all the books I want, a rosary, a Bible, and they cook for you, and they do the dishes like that. It was air conditioned. Nobody bothered me. There's shower stalls and your own toilet stall. Like it's not like cells with a toilet in the cell. You go out in the day room and then you can walk around outside. And the people are pretty nice. They're just basically, most of them are addicted to heroin, these women, and then they get taken advantage of by men, and so they're forced to do things they wouldn't already do to feed their habit. And the state recognizes it, and so the prison, the women's prison, is actually set up like a rehab. They get them on methadone right away, and they'll give them any kind of pharmaceutical drugs they need to be comfortable. And then there's counseling, and there's also, you could get your GED and stuff. So I was trying to organize jailcation where people that need help could just go check themselves into jail in a civil disobedience action, and they can kick heroin while they're in there. And I've been lobbying to get the state to switch from methadone to cannabis medibles, as I said. And so we can lobby from inside, from outside, and maybe bring about some change through that sort of social justice action. So if any like nuns, like the Little Sisters of the Poor, want to join me, we can just go sit in the jails, because the good that can come of it, A, is that they have to feed and house us, so the money, it costs them money. I'm not going to pay a lawyer to go argue with them. If this guy belonged in jail for being Catholic clergy and exercising my ministry, then that's up to them to be as ugly as they need to be. I mean, I don't know what to do about that. I'm in good company if I'm in jail for my days as clergy. St. Maximilian Kolbe and St. Edith Stein are my patrons, and I'll follow their footsteps if I have to. But if we can increase the jail population over a certain threshold, it will force them to get FEMA money from the federal government, which, A, takes the money away from the bad things they're going to use it and puts it into some good things, because there's a building there that they can fix up and make be a minimum security, and then after we're all done and we check out, they'll have this nice facility, and the women there will get work release. And they really need it, because if you've been in jail for a year or two, and before that you were an addict on the street, you need some guidance going back into the world. You know, a sheltered work release program for people that have been lost for a long time would be a good thing. And so that's the outcome I want to be from this. You know, don't focus on, I got to go to jail. Make it a good place while you're there, and then when you leave, it'll be a better place for the people after. So, the message is, these people are crazy. They've lost their mind. They're demented, and they're just doing crazy things. And so let's just, make it cost them a lot of money and force them to do good ultimately. That's my goal right now.
And how much time are you facing?
Oh, 10 to life. It's a capital offense.
What?
Yeah. So I had some plants outside, and then I had made it. I had taken about, I don't know, maybe about a couple ounces of trim, and I ran it through some. You know that video I put on about how to make the cannabis oil the right way? It doesn't use butane or anything. I use Everclear and dry ice.
Okay.
There's a video on my YouTube channel. So that's the way to make the medicine right. But they took that jar. I had taken the trim, and it was soaked in Everclear, and I put it in a half-gallon mason jar to sit and drain. Because then what I do is I take the leaves and I cook them into olive oil. Well, they're calling that, they're weighing the jar, the leaves, the Everclear that was still in there, and they're calling it more than 10 pounds of BHO, butane honey oil. Now, it's some trim that I washed, and it was wet, and they're weighing the jar, they're weighing everything. And so, first of all, that when that comes to court, it's going to be a laughing stock. We had a couple of ounces of flowers and some trim in a jar, and then down in my refrigerator I had all the stuff that I process, but I have to wait till the bishop comes to dispose of it because you can't throw it away. It's a controlled substance. So if you give it put it in the garbage, then it's violating the Controlled Substance Act distribution because you're giving its delivery to the garbage man, and we have to dispose of it reverently because it was used to create sacraments. So we have a service. So they had like the leftover stuff that was stored in my freezer, like some trim that had been washed, and so just saving it to give it a reverent disposal. They're calling that like pounds and pounds, enough to make it. I could, but you know what? Like, you know what I got? It got to the Pope's attention, and he sent me a nice letter confirming my holy order. So I'm the first woman deacon in the Catholic Church since the 3rd century, recognized by the Pope, and so I'm happy to be that. And if it takes a trip to jail for that, that's worth it.
Wow.
If I don't care.
No,
Like,
you should have
I'm
the
looking
Pope
at
say
eternity.
something. You should have the Pope
What?
write a letter. Try to have the Pope write a letter if it gets down to this.
The Pope did write a letter. He wrote a letter. He
To the
wrote
judge?
a letter, and he called me Reverend. No, he wrote a letter to me calling me Reverend Dr. Ann Armstrong. He started out, Dear Reverend Ann. I mean, it was from the nuncio as his representative in the U.S. He said he's speaking for the Pope, and he calls me Reverend Ann, and he signs it like we're on first name basis, and he's calling me a Reverend Doctor, which means he is affirming that I am a deaconess in the Catholic Church and that my ordination was valid. So I'm actually Catholic clergy. This is so big. This is so much bigger than
I understand
any
that, but
temporary setback because women have been praying for some recognition of our ministry for years from the church. And I know we can't be priests. We don't have to be priests because we can have babies with our bodies. We don't have to, pantomime birthing Christ because we birth holiness into the world as women.
right.
It's like that's the gender difference, but we can serve as deaconesses, and it's biblical, and now the Pope has affirmed it. That I'm the first Catholic clergy, which also affirms, yes, this is the true Catholic sacrament. So we basically have the blessing now. Excuse me. Sit down over there and keep your hands out of the dirt. That's not for throwing. I'm sorry, I'm with my grandkids.
That's fine.
So anyway, here we go. It's the new church. It's the new evangelization, and Pope Francis is the best Pope ever because he's affirming us, and he's also affirming anybody that's struggling with the authorities over cannabis. Cannabis is God's gift. You're right. It's good for you. God wants you to have it, and don't let them make you feel bad about it. You as people that need cannabis for relief, you're looking for God and you're looking for grace, and that's where you can find it in good faith.
Right.
And don't let these meanings tell you otherwise.
Exactly.
They're as bad as the people there in the other countries they keep trying to make us go to war with. If they won't let people have medicine that can keep them from getting sick in the first place, seriously. So we'll pray for them. We'll pray for the world. And that's what's going on at the Healing Church. We're still open for services. And if anybody wants to come by or pray for us, we're looking forward to that.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think that everything will be okay. I think that if you take the constitutional, the rights and your freedom of religion and stick it in their face and, do what you got to do, stick it out. Do not take a plea. Listen to me. They had me. Don't take a plea. I had them, but they scared me. I didn't know any better. Don't let them scare you.
Yeah, Carol's a medical marijuana patient here in New Jersey, and
Can you please use the word cannabis though, because
I
that
apologize.
other word in my faith position is an insult against the perpetual virginity of the Blessed Virgin Mary. So, it was put in the law deliberately as a slur to make people cringe, and I've noticed it makes people crazy when they hear it. The correct term, if you start saying the M word, is Maranatha. And that's what the priests pray, come Lord Jesus, Maranatha, before breathing in the Holy Spirit. So if you want to say a prayer and invoke the divine, when you light up, say Maranatha, M-A-R-A-N.
hold on.
A-T-H-A.
Maranatha.
Maranatha, come Lord Jesus, is what one says to call that.
God is great.
That other word is like offensive against his mother, and that they say about blasphemy against the Holy Spirit includes blasphemy against his spouse,
I'm
the
sorry.
Holy Spirit. So that's okay. You didn't know, but like when
No, I
sometimes
do know.
people
I
dig
do.
in, like the
I
cops.
do.
We should
Yeah,
know
but
better
like
because Harry Anslinger used that word, and we shouldn't use anything that Harry Anslinger says.
Right.
Right now, Obama has just recently directed the federal government to remove the word colored and the word Indian from all federal, law documents. I'm wondering if anybody that's got time could get, maybe could get some of those petitions, get lots and lots and lots of signatures. If you guys, that would be a good cause. Ask Obama while he's at it, could he also take that word and just use the right word, cannabis? Because I'm pretty sure they won't be able to act so crazy once the law says cannabis, really. They don't even have to deschedule. All they have to do is remove that one word in the law where they says cannabis equals neener, and they take that word out, and then everything talking about neener afterwards just becomes babbling nonsense.
They have to
You see, it's
deschedule it. They have to deschedule.
Well, Hillary's going to deschedule to 2. Big deal.
She's
can't.
not going to
It's
do
not
that.
a
She's
medicine.
lying. It's all
can't.
lies. It's
She's
lies.
lying.
Yeah, I know she
Thank
is.
you. She's
Obama
lies.
campaigned on closing Guantanamo Bay. Hillary's not going to do anything,
Lies.
and Obama's being forced to pass that as a football
Right.
to her in a vain attempt to get people to vote for her.
I'm hoping for Obama's last hurrah. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm hoping because you know how presidents they usually do one, like they let a bunch of people out of jail, clemency, whatever. I'm hoping he's just gonna take it off the schedule one list and just let us do what we got to do so we could live and not have to pay the government any tax on our medication, or let alone pay for our medications. How dare they not even allow us grow? I'm so upset in the state of New Jersey. What
Well,
is
the
this?
thing is that
Take it off.
if
Take it off.
if one person stands up alone, they can pick them off. If 100 people stand up, it's harder to do it. If everybody just went with like, I suggest doing it in Rhode Island because the jails are nice. If everybody just went with enough cannabis to get them locked up until they decided to pay bail, and just sat there and made them feed us, it costs $150. How much does it cost a day to keep a prisoner in prison?
I don't know.
300.
I can't go to
I
jail.
heard a lot of numbers.
They don't give me my medicine.
$100,000.
They don't give me my medicine here in the
Yeah,
state of New Jersey.
sick people can't do jail.
In the county
No,
jail.
they can't. They don't give
can't.
it-
They
no,
won't give
they
me my
didn't give me
medicine,
any
and I can't
medicine.
miss any
I
of my
wouldn't-
medication. So I can't.
I know. They won't. I know. Well, I might have to go back, and if I do, I'll just pray from in there. I can write.
And no, you
I can
can't.
get
You are not
letters,
going back.
and-
You are not going to go back. It will not happen.
Yeah, you're
no,
gonna
it
win.
won't happen. If we have to
I'm
get
just
the
not
Pope
afraid of
himself
it.
to come to court. Don't be afraid because you're not going. That's right. Don't be afraid. You're not going. If we have to get the
I want the
Pope
Pope to-
himself to come there and be like,
he should
listen,
come.
yes, he should come.
Yeah,
there.
he should come on.
Yes.
I was hoping he would come on the. I was hoping that he would. What are you talking about? So, were you acting bad? What were you guys doing? Are you serious? All right. Well, I invited the Holy Father to come on the feast of the feast of the Queenship of Mary. That's August 26th, like 22nd. No, you didn't. Excuse me, I'm on the radio, guys. You really want the radio
I
people
love
to
it.
know that you're throwing dirt clods at police cars? This is my
Whoa! Hey, wait a minute. You're throwing dirt balls at police
I
cars?
like those kids.
my
Put them on the air.
Hello, hello.
Dad, Tommy, come here. Tommy, want to get on the radio? No, listen. I invited the Holy Father to come for the Feast of the Queenship of Mary, August 22nd. I don't know if he can, but I feel like that's just going to be a big day. And I think if you look at the signs of the times, all the things that were talked about at Fatima, I don't know how many people follow that sort of thing, but at Fatima in Portugal in 1917, the Blessed Mother predicted this 100 years of take away the staff of life and watch everybody spin around and die. And that was the secrets of Fatima. And it led to all these wars and everything and people going crazy trying to keep it going. But he said, in the end, my Immaculate Heart will triumph. So by 2017, certainly there'll be no more cannabis ban everywhere. People will understand, and it will be the renewal in new generation. So we really only got another year, worst case. because everybody that knows how to think and look at climate science and look at the political and socioeconomic climate in this world, if we don't put the tree of life back now, I don't think these kids you hear goofing around in the background are going to live to have kids.
Exactly.
Actually.
The deforestation, forget about it. It's horrible.
That's right.
That's just disgusting. For toilet paper alone, it's like 27,000 acres a day has to be taken down or something ridiculous like that. Something really ridiculous.
Poisoning all the water.
Yeah.
It's because people don't consider all the external costs. When I go buy some plastic junk at Walmart and then throw it away 2 days later because it's broken, I don't think about the garbage, what you do with it, the pollution it caused to make it, and I also, haven't in the past thought about the workers in the third world country making that stuff in sweatshop conditions as slaves, and the people working at Walmart selling it at sub-minimum wage, when you think about it, as slaves, right? So basically this whole economy of slaves living miserable life so I could buy plastic trinkets and throw them away broken is sort of what we've created here, and because nobody thinks about what happens next. Where are we going with
Well,
this?
nobody has nobody even has a chance to think about it, because even if we were against it, the Walmart family is way so large. They are so wealthy. They are with more than the 1%, if anything. They're like the 0.02%. So.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you
it's
know
like
what?
it's horrible because some poor people in the inner cities have no choice but to shop there for clothes, for food.
I know.
For just
I know.
and they don't even realize it. And it's just a horrible circle because the people that work there shop there too. It's horrible.
Well, the sad thing though, for the people with all the money, it's been happening around here too. Like the wealthy 1% are seeing their kids turn up dead from overdoses too.
Oh.
Because that angel of death is not very selective, and then one wonders, what are you going to spend your money on after your kids and grandkids are gone?
Right.
And I mean, my eyes are wide open to it now. I was cellmates with somebody that I'm not going to, I don't want to identify a person, but imagine knowing you sold the heroin that killed your brother. Imagine that. I talked to somebody that happened to. How do you go on? What do you do?
I don't want to say.
What? Yes, and so...
I don't want to say, because I
right.
Losing a sibling, you can't come back, and God forbid you killed your sibling. I don't even know how to... I wouldn't even know how to live.
I know. And a sweet girl that just has a broken heart. Because when you get on that train, you just don't think.
I know
you
that
just go to the next stop and go to the next stop. So we're trying to help people get off. Get on the tree
Yeah, but
of
you
life,
got that government with that good old methadone, so let's do that. And now that, I don't know in other states, but now in the state of New Jersey, that's no longer government. It's independently owned now. It's the methadone program. It's for profit,
yep.
Yes.
They make a lot of money.
They absolutely do.
To go on.
They absolutely
and they try to maximize how many times you go there. You have to go every day. They'll try to get you off weekends so they can charge extra.
Oh yeah. It's got to be.
Dose.
It's got to be over $100 a week now, because I remember a family member that was really close to. She was on it and she was paying $65 a week. Rather, I'm sorry, it was a week. They had her.
Yeah.
They get you.
Yeah, they do get you, and then basically they. Well, that was Harry Enslinger's model. He had most of the, McCarthy, that whole McCarthy Commission, and J. Edgar Hoover. He was the feel-good man to all of our politicians in the 50s. If you read the book that we've published on our church page, we dug up his records, and he basically stockpiled. He was in charge of the entire U.S. Morphine supply, and he used to go around and give, or delegate people to go give shots to key members of the Senate and, House, and, people like J. Edgar Hoover. He had them all on his needle, and then they did what he said. And that's how he steered our government so crazy.
My God, it's a no hammer!
So, anyway, I talk a lot, and I hope I've given you guys some food for thought, and my kids are getting rowdy.
And I have a question for you. I have a question about the cancer clusters. You had mentioned to me the last time we were on the air about these cancer clusters. When somebody's treated for cancer, their body is toxic for 3 days, and the water and all their fluids are toxic, and they go into the waterways.
That's right. If you go on my personal YouTube page, Ian Armstrong YouTube channel, there's a video called Chemotherapy Kills Family Members Too, and it was I videoed the testimony of a physician who was testifying to our Senate Health and Human Services Human Services Committee last year, and she was explaining all this. And yes, a person who takes chemotherapy sweats it out, pees it out, every other tears, every single excretion. Now, to save money, they used to have you staying in the hospital. They have you go home right after the chemo. So you bring that sweat, tears, pee into the house, and it will give your other family members cancer. It was giving the nurses cancer in the 90s, so they got protective clothing, protective waste. Like, you're supposed to treat all your body fluids as toxic waste for 3 days. The insurance companies don't want to pay for that, which is why she was testifying. And it gives children a form of cancer, leukemia, that they have to get bone marrow transplants, and it's about 80% fatal.
More money and more money and more money, and it's just the man, and it's just the man, and they're making more money, and they don't care about the people that are hurt. They don't care about the people that have to die, that have to suffer.
It's not. That's
they just
right.
don't
it's
care.
Not broken down by waste treatment
Population
plants.
control.
27 of these compounds aren't broken down by any known waste treatment method, and so they go right into the groundwater if you're in the suburbs, or they go right into the main drinking supply eventually through being released into the water if you live on public sewage.
What about your?
So basically,
what about your sexual partner? Like, if you had a sexual partner, they would be affected by this too, obviously.
Absolutely, yes. Either way, but sweat, tears. You can give it to your child if they kiss you. So. You're sweating.
Wow. So even a
it's in
casual,
all your body
casual
contact.
Oh my God! Wow.
Right. Yes. And so watch the video, because this is a testimony of an expert, and she testified to our Senate in Rhode Island, and apparently the shocking revelations that she gave them didn't make them pass a bill to make the insurance company pay for even containment bags for waste. So people go home on chemotherapy and they're flushing it into the ground, where it's going to come back up. So we where are we going with this? When cannabis oil daily dose will prevent people from getting cancer, will cure this. I can't say that. That's against the law. It kills cancer cells. So you can, and then let's see. Eating hemp seed and hemp oil would prevent it in the first place, because your body has the right fat and the right amino acids in the first place. You don't get out of whack. So we've taken away the one thing that keeps us healthy, and now we're inventing all kinds of pills and drugs and potions and chemicals to try and replace it. But it's always like one thing missing that you need another thing for, or it makes these side effects. Medical ethics demands primum non nocere. First of all, do no harm. That's the oath they took, as Hippocratic oath, when they became doctors. So doctors are obliged to try cannabis first for everything, because it has no side effects and it has zero toxicity. So, for example, this is the Zika crisis. Try cannabis oil first. It's antiviral. It's non-teratogenic. Give women of childbearing age a prophylactic daily dose of cannabis oil, and watch Zika stop in its tracks. You won't hear about that nonsense anymore, because a population that's healthy and is not immunologically compromised won't spread viruses in the first place, and you don't have these worries. And even if somebody does get it, it's neuroprotective. It will keep their fever down. It's likely to minimize the effects of the virus. And really the only bad time if someone gets it is right at one particular part of pregnancy, and then 2 weeks later they're better anyway, so we can monitor. I can't understand this nonsense with we got to have GMO mosquitoes now. Who thought of that? Well, why would you do that before cannabis oil, which doesn't have any side effects? Who knows what side effects GMO mosquitoes are going to have? They haven't had that much luck with other GMO things.
They do brain surgery
So
before cannabis here in New Jersey.
That's right. Right.
I'm sorry.
And they tell people, and they tell people with PTSD that they have to take toxic drugs that have side effects, including
Suicide.
psychosis and
Yeah.
psychotic rage.
Yeah, side effect. You have to survive suicide to.
You have to survive
yeah.
suicide drugs before they let you try a little bit of cannabis.
Oh,
But,
case worn. Shame on.
Right,
I
so-
know. Listen,
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's
I'm
pathetic.
Gonna out.
It's pathetic. Go ahead. Go for it,
Right.
Carol.
Okay, listen to
Carol's
me.
about to go off.
Listen, I'm about to go off right now. I'm going to
Good.
say something, and please don't nobody take this the wrong way. I think we need to go clockwork orange on the people that are making these decisions, and I do not mean the violent way. What I mean, I don't know if anybody saw this movie.
Hold their eyes open.
Held their eyes open and make them watch children seize out. Make them watch children seize out and take the cannabis oil and immediately stop seizing. Make them watch somebody who's sick and dying in bed smoke some medical of cannabis and then get up out of bed and able to walk and able to have a quality of life. I want them to be forced to watch this because I don't truly believe that these people have seen this. I'm so upset about this. I just can't. That's my
It's
rant.
disgusting.
It's
Well,
gross.
you know,
Nobody
people-
ever call me crazy.
people will. It's like, you know how in the Bible it says how some people are ever seeing, never understanding, always hearing, not perceiving, and their minds are going stupid.
Oh boy.
It's because they just don't want to hear it. They just
Why?
don't want to know. Because if they know, they have to change their whole life.
No,
If
not
you
their
use a
lives, not
cannabis-
their lives. The people that are making the profits off of the sick people. And they have to lose all their
Yep.
money. And they have to, instead of buying a yacht once a year, then okay, let it for 5 years. Just give us a break, man. I'm so angry about this.
Like, how about the cop?
I know.
How about the police chief that gave you a hard time at the council meeting, Carol?
Yeah, he was like talking down to me and everything. And I'm just like there trying to ask some questions.
You ain't gonna change someone like that.
No.
He hates cannabis.
He does.
He always will hate
Well-
cannabis. It's like, really, dude? It's just ridiculous.
Exactly. He was highly
Well,
informed of things
now
that
that-
we couldn't do.
Yeah.
Now that they know that it's actually the basis of the Christian sacraments and the Christian anointing and that Christianity and Judaism were actually based on it, and the Pope even says so, now I don't know what they're going to do because they can't pretend they're the good guys anymore. They're actually being exposed as they're the Antichrist.
Yeah.
If cannabis produces the chrism, they're actually being exposed as truly, honestly, that's the spirit of the Antichrist.
The evil empire.
Truly. So the separation, as the light comes up, the separation is becoming more apparent. And then just wait, because they could only get away with this in the darkness when people couldn't see. It was like everything was veiled, and they were sort of like little kids thinking nobody could see them.
Yeah, not
And
anymore.
now the lights come up, the curtain's gone up, and they're like, oop, because they're caught with one hand in the cookie jar and one hand down their pants. What are they going to do now?
Some of them don't care. They're just continuing their status quo, and they're going on with their heads down, and like the
Right.
DEA. The
Right, but
DEA.
everybody sees it, yeah, right.
I mean, come on. You saw what the DEA did this week. That's ridiculous.
That's
So what are we
have
going
to
to
do to their eyelids.
Stop worrying about what are we going to do. The only thing we can do is say no. And the only way they manage to control people is by keeping them in fear, and then by these outrageous consequences if you buck this law, because it's not natural law and it's not common law. It's some stuff they made up. And so they have basically outrageous punishments to put everyone in fear, because fear is how they control people. Now, they're not quite sure what to do with us because they put us in jail and said, rah, 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 you could be in here forever. And I was saying, good, I like it here. This is way easier than 7 kids and 13 grandkids and cooking all these huge meals and washing dishes all day long. I was like, sweet, I can pay $1 a day to mop a floor. Can't bring it. And I don't really mean that, but I do. I'd be happy there because if I'm supposed to minister there, I'll minister there. There's just people I can help. And knowing that I'm not afraid of that takes away their power. It takes away that power because, so now I will just be able to speak my truth without fear of the consequences. And if they don't hear it, it's on them. We're not going to, and really, if they keep cannabis out of the world, the 10 to life, I think, like I said, I'm pretty sure by September 2017, actually September 23rd, 2017, it's going to be pretty clear if people made the wrong choice.
Why that date?
So,
When is your court date?
oh, I don't know. Well, we have to go back tomorrow because we were invited to be expert witnesses in a trial in North Carolina. An MD who has an 11-year-old. He's retired from practice because he was working more in herbal medicine, but he's an MD and a well-respected member of the community. And he had a tween-age boy, like 11, 12, who was playing those first-person shooter games a lot on video games. And he came off of one of them in this sort of like a homicidal rage, like a zombie-like stare on his face, and he was just totally autistic, out of control, hurting himself and other people. So the dad, who happened to be an MD, an herbal medicine healer, prepared the bong that they give to people in India for their holiday. You know, he took some cannabis, infused it into milk, and gave it to his son to drink, and it cured the reaction he was having to too much overstimulation from the video game where you shoot and shoot and shoot. He reported, like he said in his affidavit, that it seemed like somehow this kid was in an altered state from doing that. And he gave him some cannabis in milk, and it calmed the kid down. And the wife, or they're separated or something, somehow it came to the attention of the authorities, and so he's having a hearing in family court. And he asked me and Alan to go down there and be expert witnesses for him on various things we're qualified to testify for. So we had to go to court to get permission to leave the state because of our bail conditions. So it's funny, we had to go to court and say, we're clergy and we have to go to this other state about a doctor healing with cannabis. And it just, that's what you're saying, force them to have their eyeballs open and listen. This judge has to listen to us. He can't, like in regular court, they can exclude evidence that you're using it for medicine, or they can, he can't in this, because it's not defending us. We're saying we have to go violate our bail or permission to go out of state because, oh, we're clergy in the cannabis church, and oh yeah, it's used for medicine. Sort of little by little memes it into his head. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So everything that happens is just making the story come out. It really is. And I'm getting in the car because the kids have had enough of me babbling. So I am going to say goodnight. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to say goodnight to you guys.
Ann.
Thank you for letting me talk on your show.
And
I
thank
really
you.
appreciate it. And God bless you. And
God
keep
bless
us
you.
in your prayers. And also Ed, I guess he's got quite a bit going on.
Yeah.
But down there in New Jersey. So hopefully between his Yankee approach and my Yinny approach will not distinct yet, right?
Well, God bless you, Ann.
So God bless you guys.
Tell
Bye-bye.
tell
Pax
Alan.
Christi take home, right?
What was that?
I said Pax Christi take home. That means peace of the anointing be with you.
Oh. Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Ann.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Notice I didn't hang up on Ann. I didn't ask her the question.
I knew that I knew that you weren't going to do that.
No, I can't. She's going through a
That's a lot.
lot of testing right now from Satan. I ain't kidding. Satan's putting her through some shit right now.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, we met a few Satans in our time, Carrol.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I want to say his name so bad. Hold on a second.
Who, Al Crusher?
No.
Oh.
What? Who's that?
Al Crusher! It's a cop who beat me up.
Fuck him. So, we're calling him?
Yeah, let's call the cop who beat me up.
Hey, Lefty, what's up?
Oh, is this the cop who beat me up?
Is this the dude who beat you up?
Yeah, I'm looking for the cop who beat me up. Is this you?
No, I'm not a cop, man.
Oh, really? Oh, this is Happy Hippy.
Happy Hippy.
No, I'm a happy hippie. I'm not a pig.
Do you want to beat me up?
No, man, I don't want to beat anybody up.
You want to beat Wayne up?
Yeah.
No, I don't even want to beat Wayne up.
Yes, you do. I'm gonna hang up on you if you say
I don't
no.
think Wayne. I don't think Wayne wants to beat me up either, because he's like, you get your toenails painted, and I don't think that would look good on me if I beat somebody up that had painted toenails. It's like, dude, I don't paint them myself. I get a lady who does it for me.
With the happy ending.
Are they clear? Is it clear? Your nail polish?
No, purple.
No,
Purple.
it's purple with
Beautiful.
Purple with like glitter sparkles in it.
Who's got them? Who's got their toes done? You, Lefty, or him?
No.
Wayne.
No. Happy Hippie.
I get them in all sorts of different colors.
Yeah, Happy Hippie
stuff
does
like
all
that.
kinds of
Oh,
cool
that's
stuff.
so cool, Happy Hippie.
Yeah, but Wayne has a problem with it, of course. Of course.
Come on,
I'm
he's
also
very,
trying to get my hair tie-dyed.
Yeah, see, don't do that because Wayne will have a problem with that too. Wayne will.
No.
Yeah.
It's not his place. He's very he's got
Put that mic in your-
discriminatory problems.
Put that mic in your face.
He's
There, yeah.
got, I don't know what word to use.
Uh,
He is being discriminatory. I don't know what the word to
Yeah.
use. What's the word I'm looking
Yeah.
for?
He's being chauvinistic.
Homophobic.
Yeah, which leads to being.
Well, basically, that's just he's an asshole. You're not afraid of homophobes or homosexuals. It's just that you don't like them, or
What?
you're afraid that you're going to do the same thing that you want to do to women.
Wait, you called him an asshole on the air? Did you just call him an asshole?
No, I'm not calling him an asshole.
You're not?
No.
Okay.
Why, should I just call him an asshole? Maybe that'll get him, to want to fight me or something.
Wait, you-
I don't know.
I got your back, kid. I'll take.
Yeah, you just.
I'll take his knees
Yeah,
out.
Carrol thinks he's an asshole. Don't you?
Well, no.
No.
Well, no,
Not anymore. Okay,
not
we like
anymore.
Wayne this week.
I
This
like-
week we all like Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay, even you, Happy Hippie.
I just don't like the fact that he doesn't like homosexuals because that's not-
He does now.
He does now.
Well, he's come around.
Oh, okay.
He come around. He came around.
Then I'd like.
Well,
him to go.
good for him.
Not
I'm
that
not a
I dislike him.
homosexual, but, whatever.
know. I know.
I'm
He,
gay, but in a happy way,
yeah, he's saying that because he paints his toes, he's gay, which is not.
But that doesn't make you gay. That just makes you fucking colorful.
Yeah,
You're colorful.
Yeah.
I painted my nails.
Exactly.
My fingernails I painted black when I was in a band once.
Cool.
That was goth, man.
That was.
I just do my toenails, and I only do them during the summer when I'm wearing, sandals most of the time.
That's very cool.
During the winter, I don't get them painted during the winter. No one's going to see them.
Do you have sexy feet, Happy Hippie?
Oh, I don't know if I have sexy feet or not. I'm the wrong person to ask.
Can you put them out there? We'll judge. We'll be the judge of that. Put your feet out there. Tag the post for the show, and we want to look at your feet.
I think
Well, fuck all that, man. I want to know when it is I can come down.
whenever you want.
Come on over. I want to see your feet.
Whenever I want.
I will wash your feet like Jesus.
Somebody told me today that there's a sleep on your couch website, like let me borrow your couch for the night website. I think I'm going to do that for my couch.
There you go.
You can
It's
sleep
like
on my
Uber.
couch.
Uber for couches.
$25 a night to
Well,
sleep
I'm
on my
just saying,
couch.
I'm not on probation anymore. I'm back in my
Cool.
relationship with Mary Jane. So
I can't wait to dab you out.
I love Mary Jane. I have her all over
Yeah,
my house.
Yep,
I have her hanging in my windows as my curtains.
she is everywhere.
She
Yeah.
is. Yeah. So where are you
So
from?
what's going on? I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm known as
Oh.
the Pennsylvania Pothead.
York, Pennsylvania.
You look.
Old York.
Well, it used to be Hershey, but I just moved to York.
All right.
Sweet. Yeah, the cops out there are not very nice to Happy Hippie. They gave him a
Nah.
hard time. First of all, the cops, when he was 5 years old, the cops ran his head over with a car.
What?
And then
Yeah, they hit me and ran me over with a cup
Yeah.
with an
And-
old style squad car.
And then Hippie went through his stint in the military, got a horrible case of PTSD from the military, goes around to wrestling events in Pennsylvania. He was hopping wrestling events for charity, doing charity events. Cops, he hits a deer. He calls the cops, to put the deer down. and the cops arrest poor Happy Hippy for cannabis.
Motherfucker.
Well, for being on cannabis, but you weren't. But same thing happened to me. I got a DUI.
They forced false arrested me. They didn't give me a choice. They said that I was driving DUI, but they didn't want to do a roadside sobriety test.
Nah, man, I hate those motherfuckers.
Yeah. Heck.
And two, I never called the state police. I called for the state game commissioner to come and put the deer down.
That's right. Yeah, you don't call anyone like that. Never.
I didn't have knives or anything like that. It wasn't like I was going to kill the deer myself.
Run him over with the car next time. Just back over him a few times.
I couldn't. The car wasn't running. It wasn't drivable.
Oh, the car.
I would have left the car. I'm so sorry.
Run.
I couldn't even left the deer.
And run.
I don't even know what I would have done for
Just
that
run.
deer. But you know
choke
what?
it. No, choke the deer. Stomp on his head. Curb stomp it, and run into the woods.
You have to put oxygen on yourself prior to helping others. So therefore, you should have abandoned your car and abandoned the deer and just hit the road.
Yeah, save your ass.
No.
Run.
Or just don't call the cops.
Never
Call the cops.
Ever, never, never. Unless you want somebody killed or something destroyed or somebody thrown in jail for many years.
You just want saying the same things over and over again because I swear to God, I remember you guys telling me this before, and I was not the one who called the cops. I called the game commissioner.
Fuck the game commissioner.
Listen.
And he arrested you? He arrested you? The game commissioner arrested you?
Oh, now the cops came.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They sent the state police because the state game commissioner wasn't answering their phone.
Oh, fuck.
So they transferred me over to the state police, and at what was I supposed to do at that point? Just hang up on them?
Yeah, run to the woods.
Run
to the hills.
And then I hang up on them, and then they're gonna exactly.
Yeah, run for your life.
Just run for your life, bro. Next time, ditch all the weed and run. That's what I do. I do that now.
There wasn't any weed. There wasn't any paraphernalia. There wasn't anything for them.
What?
And you still went through all this shit. That's why you got to run. You just got to run from the police.
Wait a second.
Yeah, that's why he has to run. He had nothing on him.
Hold on.
Nothing.
Here. How did you get charged when they found nothing? Did they give you a drug test?
Yes.
Fuck those motherfuckers.
They took me to a civilian hospital. Now, keep in mind, I have a social phobia. I have a social anxiety disorder,
PTSD.
and I have agoraphobia.
And PTSD.
As well as PTSD.
So, yeah, there's a lot going on here, Carrol.
Jeez.
Yeah, and
you can still stay on my couch, dude.
Yeah.
They took me into the hospital in handcuffs.
Yeah.
They withdrew my blood against my will. I didn't want to give them the blood.
I would lose my fucking mind.
Oh, I wouldn't have stood still. I would have been kicking.
You'd be kicking and screaming.
I'd been like, come on, you want my blood?
Dig my arm. Put black and blue me, motherfucker, because that's all you're getting, black and blues.
No.
Fuck you. Break that shit off of my arm, motherfucker.
Oh.
I'm kicking and screaming. Sedate me.
Okay, can I say something here? And I know what the issue is at the end.
I know.
The issue is at the end is that they gave you somebody. You couldn't afford a good lawyer, correct?
No, I did afford a good lawyer.
Really?
Supposedly, I had the best DUI defense attorney called. Well, no, I better not say him on the air yet. I'm not sure if I can put anything out there on social medias or whatnot, or they could sue me for $2,000 each occasion.
Don't worry about saying his name.
Just
say you have a really good lawyer. That's absurd that you have a really good lawyer, that they did that against your will. There was nothing found in the car that gave them no indication at all that you were intoxicated.
None.
The deer came out from the friggin' woods.
Yeah.
That's just hard.
They profiled me purely on what I looked like.
Yeah, tie-dye.
And because I was dressed...
Long hair.
Since I was dressed head to toe in tie-dye, I had long hair. And I drive an electric blue Love Bug. So...
You could definitely sleep on my couch, dude.
It basically screams hippie. So, yeah, about that.
Wow.
tell you honestly, I wouldn't mind sleeping on your couch. I mean, I'm easy as far as that's concerned. I'll probably just have Sheila in tow with me.
Who's that? Cats, dogs?
My girlfriend.
Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah, Hippie's
I was
great.
like, I don't know if cats or dogs can come there, but definitely a girlfriend can.
Hippie's the
absolutely come.
best.
There's actually a couch bed you guys could actually pull out and sleep in.
Oh, there you go, Hippie. Hippie, we're getting you high,
That'll
Hippie.
work.
We're getting high, Hippie.
How with all that, man? I'll be hanging out with you guys, but getting high will be awesome too.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't. That's my goal. Step one with you is getting you high.
You want to dab me out, man. You want to see if it's kryptonite to me, man.
Oh, he dabbed me out before.
Yeah.
It's almost time for another
Oh,
dab.
yeah?
Or
Yes.
joint or something.
Yeah. Let me do a dab. I'm gonna switch microphones. Hold on, Hippie. Keep talking. I'm good. I'm just gonna
Okay.
switch over here.
That's too bad, actually, that you have a girlfriend. Well, not really too bad, because once you said you had that hippie car, I thought right away my friend Trish, because she used to drive a hippie van, and she's a real hippie. But that's okay that you have a girlfriend, because she's fine.
Yeah.
Just
We're
hippie.
planning to run out to either Point Pleasant, New Jersey, or out to Modesto, California. We haven't decided which coast we want to run to yet.
Well, for pocket-wise, it'd probably be better off to come to New Jersey, I'm assuming. Pocket-wise, I mean cheaper, because you are from PA, right?
Yes, I'm from Pennsylvania, so
I think it'd be easier for you to come to the Jersey Shore. I mean, unless you have money like that to go to California, then go to California. I don't know. But if you come to the Jersey Shore, I'm sure one day me and Lefty will come and hang out with you and your girlfriend. And we could find the smoking borders and smoke on the borders.
Yeah, Hippie. You got to come to an
Oh,
INE
good.
tour with us.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I said I want to do it.
Oh wait, you did, didn't you come to Trenton with us? He did,
You did?
right?
Yeah, I went to
Yeah.
the Trenton Police Station with you guys. Yeah,
The PlayStation.
I wasn't talking a bunch of trash. I was letting you guys handle that part, but I was helping with recording.
Yeah, let's go to Patterson this week again. Patterson and Clifton, Carrol. You want to do Patterson, Clifton?
This week, as long as it's on a Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah, we'll spend the day up there. Let's get arrested together.
I do not want to get arrested. I
All
will not allow anybody to put handcuffs on me ever again. It'll never.
Okay.
Hey, those motherfuckers. No, fuck those motherfuckers.
But we'll get paid. Just think about the money we'll be making.
Okay, fine.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fine. They
I'm-
want to arrest me,
Yeah,
make
you
me
want-
spend the night overnight in jail. That's what I
Can't
want.
telling you to get arrested doing it.
I'm ready because I'm gonna get paid.
I want to get paid
Let them
too.
violate my rights.
But this is what happens. Okay, when you're in court, like I was awarded $420,000. I swear to God, that's not a lie. You could actually look it up on the computer on the New York Times. I was awarded $420,000 because a cop beat my fucking ass. Okay. And then his lawyer comes over to me and she goes, "Look at you, you're dying, and we're gonna put an appeal in, and you're not gonna be alive by the time that appeal comes through. So here you go, take your $100,000 and be on your way." And my lawyer looked at me. She goes, "Take the $100,000 because the next jurors might not be on your side." I was like, "Okay, so there you go." So sometimes it's really not worth it. But I think that we'll be fine in jail. I got my shit. I'm tattooed. I don't give a fuck. I'm a pro now at jail. They're gonna know that's not my first time now. When I was in county for this thing 2 years ago, they were like, "This is your first time, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah. Have you seen my license plates? No, I'm just teasing. Those motherfuckers. So we're calling Chris Christie too?
Yeah, let's call Chris Christie's office also. Hey, Hippie, can you call Chris Christie tonight or tomorrow and ask him to pass the bill for PTSD for veterans, for cannabis? Or cannabis for PTSD?
Do I want to?
Yeah.
Or can I?
Or can you? Yeah. And do you want to? You should
You know
want
you
to.
want to.
You do want to.
Come on.
Hold on a second. I gotta actually get up and write something down. All right.
I'm going to call Chris Christie's office Monday through Friday every morning and say, I'm a medical marijuana patient. And, well, that's how I have to say it, medical cannabis patient. Can you please allow me to grow? That is going to be my new rule. I think I'm going to do it before I go to work and after I get out of work. That's going to be twice a day until he allows me to grow. That's my plan.
6 plants. 6 plants.
And by the way, I think all medical cannabis patients in New Jersey, we all should be calling him multiple times a day and asking him, can we grow? We want to grow. We want our right to grow. I'm going to start a chant.
We want the right to grow. We want the right to grow. Right? No.
That sounds great. That sounds good too.
Dab hit.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Damn.
Well, I'm ready if you have the number for Chris Christie.
Hold on.
It's on the Friends of the Coalition page somewhere. But I will put it out there. Hang on, I got to dab William out.
Okay.
Go. Pull. Pull, 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 pull. Pull. Pull, William. Jesus Christ, William, pull. Holy shit. That's why you're only getting reclaim from now on. Only reclaim. I can't believe how much you wasted. Jesus God. You know, glad you're not buying this shit. Are you kidding me? Are you?
Is he okay?
This is what William says to me. Are you effing kidding me? Are you effing kidding me?
Did I waste that, Lefty?
This is William. This is William. You kidding me? Look at his face is red.
Yeah, is he okay?
He does this every week. He wastes half a hit, then the other half fucks him up. And he coughs into the mic for the next half hour. And I yell at him for the next half hour. Thanks. I don't know why. Why'd I dab you out, William? Why? William.
Because you love him.
I do love him, but jeez, William. He doesn't even have headphones on. He can't even hear me right now. Seriously, he can't hear a word I'm saying. He's in his own little world now. I
think he'll listen to this later and be like, I don't remember this.
See, I can't tap him out because now he's of no use to us. He's of no use.
He's in nowhere land.
He's in La La Land. No headphones, no nothing, no communication. Where's your headphones? Put your headphones on. I want to hear your reaction to that dab. Put your headphones on. Can you hear me? Please? Hippy wants to hear you. Talk to me, William, please.
He's still choking.
I know. I want to hear you. Answer the question. Can I hear your O sound or something?
All I hear is...
Yeah, he's red-faced.
You okay, buddy?
Oh, jeez. All right, he's done. This is it. He's done for the night now. We're gonna get hand movements. We'll get the hand gestures. He will lift his hand off his lap and give you the little hand wave, and that's all you're gonna get from William for the rest of the night. I know the routine. I'm sorry I dabbed you out. That's the last time I dab you out. With the good shit.
Oh man, I'll make sure every time you dab me out, it'll be a free show.
Can we draw penises on you like I do to William? One time William fell asleep at my house and I put penises all over him.
Only if I go to sleep. But if I'm awake and you try to draw a penis on me, I'll break your hand.
Okay, I won't do that.
Okay.
That was actually a penis pipe.
A penis pipe.
It was a wooden pipe made into a penis. I've used it on the tour. I should use it on the tour. I use my little bong all the time. I should use my penis pipe once in a while.
You can
That'd
keep
be
that.
What?
Well, I'm not here. You could take that up and suck on that penis
Will you suck on the penis pipe if I bring it out?
No.
You won't?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
I am going to get you a hippified penis bong.
Hypocrisy?
It'll be like tie-dye glass, and it will look kind of like a penis, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to make that happen.
Did you see the guy on the internet who can roll anything into a joint? He made like dragons and All kinds of
Oh,
cool
wow.
stuff. Yeah, it was the coolest joint roller I ever seen in my life from Seattle. You see that? Did you guys see that?
I don't know, but I don't need no joint roller. I'm a professional.
I see that. I'm gonna light this joint up. I see
That's a
that.
little baby joint. That's not really fair.
So did you actually have Chris Christie's number, or was it something you're just going to tag me to later?
I'll tag you. I'm not in front of the computer right now.
I'm in front of a computer.
I'm at
Hold
the.
on.
Yeah, you can tag him. Tag Happy Hippy.
Can I say it over the air?
Yeah, that's his number. It's a public number of a public official. Chris Christie's number is.
Is Chris
Yeah, please call Chris Christie's office and ask him to
Christie's.
sign the bill. He's had it for like 15 days or 13 days. Sign it.
Should I say his office phone number?
Yeah, I think that's what we have to call his office. Sign the bill. 22 vets a day are killing themselves waiting for you to sign this bill.
There's over 6,000 patients in New Jersey that would maybe like to grow their own. I know I'm one of them. I know about maybe 150 of them myself personally. I'm sure there's so much more. Okay, hold on. 60. Oh, you have a piece of paper and a pencil?
Yes, 60.
6. You okay? You okay? 609 777 2600. That's 609 777 2600. Please call him every day, if you could, multiple times a day. Sign the bill. Let us grow. Thank you.
Hey, you like them apples?
Now this is for PTSD.
Yes.
You have PTSD included.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I decided though that I'm gonna start calling him twice a day and asking him why can't I want to grow. And I'm not gonna ask him. I'm gonna tell him I need to grow my own marijuana. I cannot afford it. I need a quality of life. I do not have a quality of life because I cannot afford $500 plus tax for an ounce of marijuana. It doesn't work. It's not in my budget.
Yeah.
Wow,
Nobody's.
is that how much you're
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
500 and L?
Plus tax.
Yes.
Plus tax.
It's 535 at
And let
Woodbridge.
me tell you something. The
Garden
street, the black market's a lot fucking cheaper. So
Yeah.
they need to learn to undercut the belly
Yeah.
of the black market and knock that shit down to maybe $5 a gram is what they need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, good price is like
Shit,
$250.
We're talking 3 and 0 over here.
No, they
man.
have to
That's-
go lower than $250. I'll get that shit for $250 in the
Yeah,
street.
250, 300 is what you really get it for, but it should be a lot lower than that.
Yeah.
That's a good price on the
Wow,
street.
they're out of there.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
out of there.
Colorado or California, it's like $100 an ounce.
Claudia
Yeah,
told
you
me
can
there's
get a
ounces
sale
for
through,
25 bucks too.
Elemental Wellness.
From a
Wow. Yeah, that's what I
That's
need.
the one where my blood brother, he lives right next to Elemental Wellness out in California, and whenever I need something and they have specials, it's like I can get a few ounces for like anywhere from 160 to 220.
I want to be able to grow my
So-
own for free.
So wait, you have a blood brother?
Yeah, I got lots of fun stuff all over the place, man. You're gonna learn something new about me all the time.
So wait a minute. Is this a brother who's of color, or a person of color, or a blood brother where you actually cut your hands and shook hands and exchanged blood?
The secondary.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
How long ago was this?
This is a man who saved my legs. I'll put his name out there, Mike Bowden.
Wow.
After I lost my girlfriend and my father passed away, I kind of lost it. And yeah, I looked at taking an ugly way out.
No. No.
No, hippie.
Well, you can say no all you want
Dad.
to. I already tried. So you can say anything you want to. All I'm telling you is that I had to learn the hard way a couple of times.
You know, somebody I know told me the same thing. She said to me, Pella, they just hurt my belly. Every time I try, it just hurts my belly. And I'm like, well, stop. 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 It's not a laughing matter. Stop. No need.
How did she try?
Pills.
Pills. Oh. Oh, it hurt her belly. The pills hurt her belly. Oh, my.
Yeah, you take too many aspirin, it'll be the last headache you have.
No, I think it was like over the counter night medication. I'm not really sure exactly what it was, but probably down with some
You
wine.
can't kill yourself on cannabis, but you can take one too many aspirin, it'll be the final headache.
Yeah, the final of your life. You mean, fucker. I get so angry. I'm gonna have to leave soon, Lefty. It's a long drive home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very soon. But
We're going to take a break then.
We're
We'll
gonna take a break. We're taking a break. Hippy man, it was nice talking to you.
Break time.
Break
Hey,
time.
it was a pleasure talking to you, man.
Hippy, what are we going to do about Wayne?
I don't know. What can we do?
Looks like he's growing his hair, so I don't know.
Are we on the air or are we off the air?
We are on the air. I have a script for him and you. I want us to do a script. I have a great script. If we can't do the wrestling thing, but we kind of can. I think we can.
Well, we'll have to make a decision on this, like, here soon, because this whole weight thing
Oh, please.
isn't going to work.
It's ridiculous. I just saw him growing his hair, and I didn't know anything about it. And I don't know, some video for Ed.
Who's
Ed
growing his
Fortune.
hair?
Wayne.
Why?
For, I guess, a Christie video, finally. We're finally making a Christie video after all these months. I thought we were done, but finally.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, but if he's making a Christie video, we might as well do the wrestling thing, and I might as well do the yeah, I have a script and everything for this. It's crazy. It's a Thanksgiving scene at a Thanksgiving table, and Governor Christie's going to wreck the table.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Christie, we're going to have Christie...
You know that's going to make me mad, because I don't like when munchies get wasted.
Yeah, he's going to wreck the Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Make sure we clean the floor so we can eat the food after we wreck it, because it's going to go on the floor. We're going to cook a turkey, and the turkey's going to go on the floor. Hopefully not, but it probably will. We can do some Little Rascal shit, man. Some Three Stooges shit. And we're going to wreck the place. Can we do this at your place? At your house? How about your house, Carrol?
Where you going?
When Hippy sleeps over, can we wreck your place with Wayne?
No, my place?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Just asking. I'm just asking. I'm putting it out there. All right.
All right.
Hippy, it's at your place. Sorry.
It's at my place, huh?
All right. I'm gonna go back over to my other microphone. Are we done dabbing? All right. You're done.
Yeah, I'm
William's fucking passed out.
I'm good.
He doesn't have his headphones on. He can't even
Peace
hear
out,
me.
hippie man.
Hippy, I'm gonna switch mics so I can hang up on you. Hold on.
All right. Just switch my so I can hang up on you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
William.
You okay?
William.
Does he always fall asleep?
Yes.
Poor William.
Yes. He always does this. He always does this, and he embarrasses Sativa Cross.
Wake up.
Look at him. I wish you could see this on camera. He's out. William, put your headphones on. Talk to me. Well, I'm never dabbing you out. That's it. I'm done.
I'm purposely not watching it because I don't want to know what's going on.
You can't see anything.
But I always love watching these after the fact.
Videotaped? Oh my gosh, my back.
Okay, Joanne says... Oh, I missed what she says. Oh, yeah, Rowan says, that's a great idea. Joanne says, that's a great idea. She says, she's been wanting to do a lobby day for the past year now. Lobby day, yeah.
What is that? What is that for? What is
Lobby day. I missed I was over there. I missed her chat. But Joanne made a comment about lobby day, that she agreed with you about lobby day. Maybe down in Washington. And Rowan says, Joanne, that's a great idea. For Homegrown Medical.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Homegrown Medical.
Not recreational. Not that I have a problem with that at all because I was smoking recreational.
Just grab the mic. Yeah.
Okay, this is the deal. This is how I knew that it worked for me because I was smoking recreational. And then I got sick. And then I said to my sister, I want to smoke a joint. And I smoked one. And then I felt so much better. And I said, this shit's for me. That's how I discovered it worked for me because of recreational use.
Me too.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank
I
God
was
that's
by
all I
accident.
picked up was cannabis. Sorry. I keep doing that because I've been saying that my whole life. But I will switch it.
Yeah, you can lobby for CMMNJ. They're a nonprofit, 501c3, and you can lobby for that.
When is this?
Let's do a lobby day.
Let's do it. When and where?
Probably in Washington or Trenton.
I'll have to take 2 days off. It has to be not in October because that's when the holidays are. I can't do it during the holidays.
Yeah, Joanne knows where to go, and Jim Miller and all them guys. They know where to go and who to target and who we should go and lobby. I want to go lobby Senator Dick. Yeah, Trenton. Joanne says Trenton when in session. Yeah, let's go see. Let's go to Trenton, and I want to see Senator Dick.
I want to know why I can't grow.
Let's ask Senator
Why
Dick.
can I not medicate myself?
Yeah.
Why can I not do this? Because
Yeah.
I cannot afford it their way.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot do it.
Me neither.
And I want a quality of life. Safely.
Well,
What I mean by that is I want to be able to grow and not the SWAT team not come flying in my freaking windows.
right.
And taking my car and taking my computer and taking my fucking $45 I have saved in change. It's my drug money.
They said here. They take all your shit and they said, okay, now fight us with nothing.
Yeah. Oh, wait. This will be the greatest. They'll be like, okay, you could take everything back but half your money. Okay, you want to take $23? Fuckers. I might have that laying around in change in my house. I'm just saying because I saved change.
Double victimized. Triple.
Fucking, they did triple victimize me.
We're gonna get them back every time we do a tour.
I want to go back to Lodi, and I want
all
to
right,
know.
yeah.
Actually, might want to call my lawyer and be like, "Can I go to the Lodi police and say, listen, I want to speak to the one who arrested me. I want to know why you did not do an appropriate arrest. I'm sorry, I apologize. Investigation.
Yeah.
The fucking the pictures, the surveillance pictures were of my neighbor's house.
Sad.
It was broken. Anyway, dude, I gotta leave. I got a long drive. I had a great time. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little break
All right,
here.
well, be safe.
And
Peace out, hippie man.
Hippy,
Peace
thanks,
out.
dude. I'll talk to you soon. I'm not gonna hang up on you, Hippy. Today's not the day.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later.
I hung up on him anyway. Well, it doesn't really count. I just hung up on him. I can't hear you. Grab a mic. I want to hear you. You have a long ride, I know.
No, it's a hard ride. I don't mind the half an hour ride. It's a hard ride. Bridges and trucks and shit.
Hold on. I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll put. Hang on a minute. I'm not really ready. I wasn't ready for this.
I think
Sorry.
I'm leaving.
Oh, don't even worry about William. He won't even know if you're gone or there.
Can you
He's
drive home?
William's in his own little world right now,
Okay.
and he's very happy.
But when he wakes up, will he? Oh well, he'll just take a nap.
I don't know. I never know with William. He's a enigma. Here's Garyn Angel. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
All right, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, motivational talk. We got disconnected on the last one, so I'm just going to start from the top. Freedom, take chances, live. You know, in life, we gotta embrace our opportunities. We're riding down the highway in San Diego here. I always like to do it based on what we're doing, and you know, autopilot. It's one of those things. We want to get our life on autopilot. We're freedom. We can use our hands. We can do everything. So to get on autopilot in life, you got to take a chance. If you really want to be free in life, you got to take chances. And otherwise you're always going to be working for someone else. You're always going to be doing somebody else's tasks and chores instead of your own. So to really get free, you got to take chances. And one of the things to do, figure out what you want to do. What do you want to be? Be alive. Find something that resonates with you. Find it in your soul and go with it. I had a really incredible week this week. Martha's Vineyard, then New York City, San Diego, and I met with amazing people at all of them. I'm going to give a little something from each one of them. So in San Diego, I listened to a doctor speak about freedom and getting your energy right and knowing how to extend your life by knowing your own electric fields and your power plant and engaging your body and reading the signals that it gives you to perpetuate your life and get to a regenerative body and culture, and how to be live like you're in the blue zones, live to be 110, 120 years old. And it's just connecting with the earth and knowing what the vibrations are and what your body's doing with the energy that it creates. Then from there, went to New York City, and hope you're not driving and talking. My wife just texted me, baby, we have autopilot now. You can drive and talk. You don't even, it's easy now. That's the whole beauty of Texas. So Dalton Brown's on the plane. Team MB is on its way back to Tampa from San Diego right now. And we had a pretty great time here. We were free for a couple of days in San Diego. Check this bridge out we're about to drive under. I just missed it. We'll try to get it on the backside. How about that? Little San Diego superhighway. All right, back at it. So, yeah, then in New York, the freedom was about, a lot of times New York's just about money, and not in a bad way. It's a city of business, and so you go there and you meet with your friends and you discuss money. That's what happens in New York, and you have to be. And it was actually, I had a meeting at the Freedom Tower. I showed you guys where we met, actually. So right there at World Trade Center, Ground Zero, was where we met again, which is pretty neat to be back to freedom there, a place that lost its freedom. And then I came out to San Diego, and I met with two people that were pretty amazing out here. Met with a bunch of people, well, a few of them. Ricky Williams was one, and just talking to Ricky is always fun. He's a man who, Heisman Trophy winner. He's done so much incredible things in his life. One of the world's premier athletes for a long time. Amazing running back and just a solid, good guy connected to the earth. And he wanted his freedom, so he left his career behind in the NFL. And so a lot of times freedom isn't what we would normally associate it with, which would be, this big, crazy house and all this. You got to be free in here. You got to live free in your heart. And that's really when you're free. It's not, once you realize that business is not about money, but it's just about living and going about life, that's when your business will be ultimately successful. When you do it for other people instead of yourself, and when you realize that your employees, are your family, and you treat them and you bring them in the right way, it all starts to work. Ricky is an outspoken advocate, absolutely. Ricky is an amazing advocate. Then after Ricky, I met with a guy, really amazing designer, Peter Nygaard, and he discussed, he was a keynote speaker this week at Longevity, and, he's a big proponent for stem cell research and, just making your body healthier. And him and his son Kai are wonderful people who really care about the world, and they've made it their initiative to try to extend life and livability. And then after that, met with and interviewed Boston George, the notorious movie Blow. He was the movie Johnny Depp, that actor. That was George in real life, and George is that guy. He's an absolute amazing individual, and just, when you speak to him, he resonates just how powerful he is. And if George had been born 40 years later, with his logistic skills, maybe he would have set up Amazon, or he would have set up, Microsoft. Really what he did is he set up networks. And he went all the way to the top, if you think about it. He was Pablo Escobar's right-hand man and responsible for designing a lot of the distribution that came into play. And speaking with these unique individuals, and there was just a wide array of stories and people who have really gotten to the top and lived freedom at every level, there's one thing that always repeats itself, and it's the amount of hard work that goes into freedom. And that's really what life is. It's how much hard work can... There we go, we're back. This Facebook Live, sometimes it's buggy. But how much hard work goes into being free? And really, I want that to resonate with you, because, you know, at this conference and at the conferences we go to, everybody's like, man, we see you everywhere. It's like you just popped up out of nowhere. We're a 3.5-year, 7-day a week, 24-hour-a-day overnight success story. That's what Magical Butter is. And, you know, our freedom is the fact that we love what we do. So we get to travel around the world and do all this incredible stuff. And, you know, it's shows and meeting with amazing people who have an interest in making the world a better place. But freedom comes from absolute hard work. You know, from Boston George, who learned how to fly airplanes because it was a necessity that he needed to build his drug smuggling cartel, you know, to Peter Nygaard, who has created one of the largest apparel companies that exists today, to Ricky Williams, who was a Heisman Trophy winner and, you know, broke every record that he wanted to in life. And now he's just teaches yoga and connects with the earth and is searching for his next purpose of goodness in the world. But all of these people had so much energy, and their power plant was so big, and all they wanted to do was achieve. And they did it at every level, and then when they got their freedom, they've done different things with it. You know, George is now free, and what he wants to do is he wants to change people getting arrested for 20 years for things they should get arrested for and get rehabilitated for, but probably not 20 years in prison. And that's his message now, and I support George in that message. You know, Peter Nygaard wants to extend human life. I support that message. And Ricky Williams wants people to find their center chi and happiness, and I support that message. So, you know, those are the freedoms that I want you to have in life. I want you to be free from addiction. I want you to be free from poverty. And I want you to have the best public health. So that's Monday for you. We love you. You know, go out, be free, take big chances. Look at people who have done it, and you're going to see the same message over and over again. Their freedom came when they realized that they weren't doing it for money. They were doing it because they wanted to help others. And no matter what the business, no matter what the industry, that's what it is. So 60,000 a year people, someone is sick and has an addiction is ridiculous. That person has as much right as freedom as I. I think that, you know, we have too many people in jail. That's one thing that I definitely do think. I think we got to get some of these people out of jail and make them productive in our society, because 70% of inmates wind up back in prison in 5 years. So we need to adjust our educational systems in there and give them motivation and tools so when they get out of prison. And I know this is a big initiative and everybody's working on it, but it's real. So I'm pulling up Marriott here. It's my last day on the road. I'm on the red eye tonight, so I'm going to go get a massage, get my body right before I travel back across the country. And tomorrow's a talk trying to get some medical freedom for residents of Pasco County. We're going to present to the county commissioners and try to get them to listen so people can have medical freedom and they don't have to go to other counties to get their medicine. And, you know, if a doctor prescribes you medicine, it shouldn't be restricted by a county's rules. That's just silliness in my opinion. So, peace out, everyone. Say bye to our good driver here.
Garyn Angel. Love that guy, Garyn Angel. Looks like I will have no more help from William Haney at all. And it's my fault. dabbing him out like a dumbass. The hell was I thinking? What was I thinking? That's how the book tour is going to be? I'm not dabbing you out on the book tour, William. I'm just saying. Welcome back to the show. All right. This is how it's going to be.
Hello.
Hi, Jim Miller. This is Lefty Grimes. Rune here. How are you?
Rune here.
I'm practicing.
Yeah.
How you feel? How you feeling?
Nothing bad by my standards.
Yeah.
It's just wondering what our gov's going to do after 15 days of that bill sitting on his desk covered in that.
Wait, 15.
Not much. Yeah.
So it's 22 times 15 is, too many.
Oh, yeah.
Too many.
Well, and, I don't know. We still don't know exactly. We're not clear on what's the last day he can let this just sit around, so.
Yeah, they change that day sometimes of the day that it starts. The countdown doesn't start until this time, and so we really don't have that much time. It's like they have these weird rules.
Yeah, well, it has to start from I think the first day that the legislature is in session, but since this happened, and they were just having a day here or a day there, I don't really know how it works. That's Ken's deal, man. We split up what we do. It's a coalition.
Yeah.
That'd be Ken. Ask Ken. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, is it how many business days? How do they judge how many days?
I don't know. It could be around a month and a half, or more by the time all said and done. So we'll see.
Well, Jenny Barber had to wait how many days? 100 and some odd days?
Yeah, that was during the lame duck session, though, I believe. Once that happens, he didn't have to sign that at all, and it would have just fell off the table at the end of the year. But that was 137 days because it had got to the lame duck session, and when that happens, it can just go on. So that's about as long. Well, that's like 4 months, so that's not going to happen this time. But I don't think he can wait then anyway. He can't wait till the last day. I mean, he can't wait for a real long time because it's going to look wrong. I mean, he has to already know what he's going to do. So he should just do it.
Do you think he made the decision, or his team of lawyers made the decision for him?
I don't know. He might just be looking for a way out. Like, what happens if I veto it? How would I justify that?
Right.
And the only way he could attempt to justify it would be to talk about a lack of definitive studies, which really isn't the case. But people get kind of lost in sound bites. You can't have a really long conversation about the merits of that because people just glaze over,
Yeah.
Fact is, there's certainly enough studies, and I like to remind people that what is it that one might be worried studies would show? That veterans have somehow banded together in a real big
they're pissed off.
Conspiracy.
They're pissed off.
A conspiracy. Well, maybe, what is it? It's not a conspiracy by thousands of veterans to say this works for the post-traumatic stress so they can get it for social purposes. I mean, you can't do a study to say a veteran still feels like killing himself even though he says he doesn't. I mean, how is that possible? Veteran says, I feel better. That means he feels better. You can't say he doesn't.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to see somebody try.
Man.
So, that's kind of like on my mind, but...
Well, We talked to before. We had Ann Armstrong on the air before with us, and boy, she's being persecuted up there. Her church, man.
Yeah. How's that going?
It's not going good. She's well, I think she'll win, but she seems like she has the mindset of going to jail, where she thinks everybody should go to jail and to clog up the system.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not willing to partake in that effort.
Yeah, I'm not either.
You know?
But I understand where she's coming from.
No.
I see where she's coming from. She's I love Ann, and I'm very sorry what she's going through up there, and I don't even know how to help her at this point. I just to pray for
I
her.
don't think there's any way you can.
Yeah, just put her story out there and help her.
Yeah, be an observer and know the details so you can disseminate them when it'll do some good. You know, pass them on and all over cannabis.
Yeah.
The plant.
And patients are suffering as usual. Patients are going to suffer because they don't have medicine now.
Yeah, that's not right. No, that's not right. You know, and you posted a couple of pictures on Facebook with the that we were talking about. I noticed the one where you and Carrol and Karen were lighting up your medicine with the World Freedom Tower in the background. I'd mentioned how Cheryl and I had been on the Staten Island ferry and had a picture taken where the World Trade Center was like one coming out from behind each of our heads. Well, I found that pretty interesting. You also had another picture of that must have been a screenshot from a short video of when I was stretching Carrol and she was in pain because it hurt. And I took a good look at the expression of pain on her face, and you could see she was crying out in pain at that moment. You know, and that really bothers me. And it's not because of that exact moment. It's because I know that's going on right now while we talk. That exact same expression is on somebody else's face. And there's somebody else there that can't do anything about it without the cannabis that would have kept that from happening. And,
yeah.
You know, there's no way to let it go. It's I don't know. I mean, you know, how can we not stick up for people who can't stick up for themselves? You know? So anyway, you got to admit, though, it's easy to stay inspired.
Yeah, those pictures, I actually took them off the videos that I got from Pete Christopher. And I took and I took some screenshots off those videos. And
So that's what I figured. I mean, I know the video that came off of, and
yeah, very powerful.
But to be able to focus on that one, you know, that did not happen when Cheryl had her proper cannabis butter.
Yeah.
Which also worked as a topical analgesic.
Yeah, that's when you were stretching her. You stretched her arms out at that point, right?
Yeah, well, we'd have to do that before I'd lift her up to go anywhere or do anything.
Okay.
Because otherwise she'd just ball up while I was lifting her up. And yeah, that was always a dicey situation, knowing it was going to hurt, and you had to do it anyway. You know, hell, I don't know how doctors and nurses do that stuff all day long. Deal with being that part of somebody's life. I couldn't stand it. I mean, you know, on a daily basis, and even then, in many of situations like that in the hospital, what some cannabis would do is just amaze them. You know, absolutely amazing.
Have to sneak it in.
Yeah. Well, the fact that in 1991, Cheryl would have been dismissed from a rehab in Lawrenceville because of spasticity, and after her getting a batch of brownies for me to have one each morning. They would have dismissed her because they couldn't work with her. So, that's like 25 years ago. It's been that simple for longer than that. Yeah, I hope you didn't call me to give you a ticket up, man. My job is to drag people down so they get to doing stuff. I'm sorry. I know I don't need to do that to you.
No, that's I put those pictures up to kind of remind people who Cheryl was and what Cheryl has been through, and what you have been through. I mean, you carried her place to place, and inspiring to me.
Yeah, it's always a good picture, the having to carry someone out a door, down the steps, to a car. So.
Yeah, it doesn't bring me down at all. It inspires me, Jim.
Yeah.
It really does.
I'll tell you, when we were in Texas before moving back to New Jersey in '85, lived in San Antonio for a little bit. My brother also lived there. Doing some drywall work. Was staying there, so he was on a third floor apartment walk-up, and I wouldn't let that deter me from getting Carrol up there. So it'd be like an Olympic event where I'd have to carry her across the parking lot to the stairway and then up 3 flights of stairs. And the funny part was you could hear the cadence of the steps. The first 2 flights were very rhythmic, and then they started getting slower and slower. Then I'd knock on the door with my head and all would be well. Yeah, we never just showed up. I tell people that, they'd see us out, and then we'd all go home, but we never showed up anywhere. I mean, there was nine trips to Washington, 4 to New York, and 4 to Philadelphia. Yeah, it was a lot goes into the planning just in getting Cheryl in New York. It did take a while, and I got to tell you though, the difference between then and now is, I think quite possibly we wouldn't have gone out so much if anybody else was there to do it. But I kid you not that we knew maybe 5 people in New Jersey that had anything to do with cannabis in an advocacy way. And Pete was one.
Yeah, Pete was. Yeah, it was Pete, John Paff,
Yep.
John Pease, Bill Buckman.
Yeah, John Pease.
Bill Buckman.
Right.
You
I
and
didn't know Bill then.
Okay. I think I knew Bill a little bit, and you and Ken.
Yeah, it's
Oh wait, Gary.
not a lot to consider a state of almost 9 million people.
It was Gary, and then Vivian, Pete's girlfriend Vivian, and then there was Ken. What's his name? Ken. The other Ken.
Other Ken.
From Butler. From Normal.
That might. Oh, yeah, that might. Yeah. Well, there wasn't really a lot going on. I mean,
No, there wasn't. It was a normal meeting at the Butler Firehouse, and there was a lawsuit because they wouldn't let them meet there. They sued to get in there, I think. Remember that?
Yeah, well.
Show my age.
That was the dark ages,
That was a while ago.
So now we got the numbers. There's a lot of people ready to help. A lot of people fed up, but we're still like herding cats. I've been ruminating about that on Facebook recently. That big pharma, they got lots of money and they control everything. And
they have a lobby group.
Yeah, but they're a lobby group that sticks together. You know how many different pharmaceutical companies there are? And you don't see them fighting each other to go the same direction. You see that with us. I don't mean necessarily fighting each other, but, one person has a plan, somebody else has a different plan, and then, people start taking sides like it's some Survivor or something, And meanwhile, big pharma marches to the same drumbeat in one direction, and they just roll over everybody because they are good at that. And it's not just them. but I'm just tired of people going, enough is enough. And, with all caps and a couple exclamation points like that in itself is going to do something. And I'm always left to wonder, what if somebody follow that up with once they type that, put it out on Facebook and let their feelings be known, what do they do?
Jim, I want to go to the Attorney General and let my feelings be known to them.
Say again?
I want to go to the Attorney General of New Jersey and let my feelings be known.
Yes, well...
I'm ready.
You have a case to be made.
Yeah, I don't even need to make a video. I'll just cite different videos, cite different places to go if you want to see.
Well, the video isn't so much for them. You need to be able to have a 2-minute something so that people say, oh, what is the INE for? What's that about? You can talk about it, but you can't really...
That's
the
true.
words don't add up to what a 2-minute video would. And the point is that the Attorney General's office is going to know that if that's out on YouTube, that anybody can see it at the click of a button. So they look at that and see, is that going to be a threat as people start seeing it this way? Compared to you walking in and laying your cards down on the table,
It's a lot of work, though. I have to go through a lot of footage to find the footage, and oh my God, it's like a lot.
No, you have stuff. I could find you probably 8 quick jump takes, where you'd have to put maybe captions across, so people would know where and when, and almost a running narrative to read while you're looking at the video.
It's still a lot of work, though, for editing, because I have to find those videos we're looking for.
How much work was it going to 55 police stations?
Yeah, but the thing is, I have those videos ready to go, and then they're in my head, fresh, so I have all the footage ready to go. I don't have to search for footage. It's ready to go when I get home.
I know this is why I suggested that you stop with the INE tours, take a week and a half, 2 weeks off.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do any. Don't plan on doing any. Don't let any pop up.
We can't because I know we have stuff.
And then get your thing together.
We will. We will.
You have to make time.
Not this month though, because we got Patterson on Wednesday. We have to go back to Jersey City. We have to go to Jesse's court date.
Then with everybody that loves what you do, is there no way to find somebody to do some of the looking through past footage, storyboard, something, and get it done? If you have to do these things on the INE tour, then somebody else has to do that thing to get ready for the Attorney General. Otherwise, you're doing nothing but stockpiling ammunition with no plans at all.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I like that.
I mean, you've got the ammunition. That's my point. It's like, at what point do you say, I've got enough done to prove my point?
Actually,
you don't have to go to every one.
No, this is what I want to do this week. I want to go get arrested. I'm not going to go to the police station. I'm just going to go on the street and start smoking weed until the police come. We're done going to police stations. I think I'm done.
But what do you mean, as a patient, or just smoking to get arrested and not as a patient?
As a patient, yeah, as a patient. Oh, hold on one second.
If you have your ID, have you know?
How to fix the static. Shit. Okay, should be fixed now. Okay, Jimmy there?
Yeah.
Okay, I had to fix some static. And
Yeah, I know how it goes.
Okay.
I've seen your work.
Okay, I got it. I fixed it. I'm being yelled at. I got it. I hope I got. Is the static gone? Oh God! Why didn't you people tell me? Well, Cleo told me, but there was other people watching that could have told me this. I don't know how you all listen to static. Like here. Oh, I hear it. Yeah, Rowan. What happened? Rowan couldn't tell me it was static, or Joanne. Geez, what are you guys listening? Okay, I fixed it. Are we good now? I think we're good now. All right, sorry about that. little production work here. Okay, good. It's only been going on for 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes too long. What are you, Jim? What? Oh, no. No, I'm good. Thank you, William. I didn't know what you wanted. No, I'm good. Thank you. Oh, well. All right. Well, Jim, I'm looking forward to Thursday. Thursdays have been wonderful this year. I'm so excited about going to the Statehouse every Thursday. I really am. It's just an experience that I'll remember the rest of my life.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this year and a lot at stake. It's a time of transition where Christie's polyocracy is coming to an end, so his power is already fading. And I'd like to be the ones to be able to stir up a veto override. If for some reason he vetoes this, I sincerely believe we could get the support to override that veto for the first time. The veto of his would be overridden. That would be a nice legacy for him to get that debate on, that his only override would be over his medical marijuana problem.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we got to start realizing on Thursdays we're in the position of power now. And he better be careful what he does. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you Thursday morning at Christie's place.
Okay, yeah. See you at Christie's.
All right. See you then.
See you. Jim Miller. The great Jim Miller. We love Jim Miller. He is the man. He's the reason why I can smoke my cannabis. Oh, what's that? What the hell? Oh, wow. Okay. Let's try to make this. Oh, no. Go back. Technical problem. Sorry. Let's try that now. All right. We call our favorite producer. I guess we're not gonna. No. No, nothing.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Oh no.
7.
Oh no. Should I leave a long message? 3. I always do. I always do.
At the tone.
I always do.
Why
wouldn't I? Why would I stop now?
Press 1 for more options.
Why would I change my format now? Hello, Cleopatra. This is Lefty and William. We're doing a radio show here. It's actually a podcast. It's a video podcast. And we're missing you because you are our favorite producer, and you should be sitting here in front of the dab station in the chair, but you're not. I'm looking across at an empty seat right now. And we really enjoy when you're here because... Oh, hold on. I think that's you. Let me see if I can switch over. Yellow. Yellow. That didn't go well.
Continue recording where you left off. Press 4. At the tone, please continue recording. At the end of your message, press 1.
So, when you get this message, Cleopatra, can you please give me and William a call? We're on the air right now. We'll be on the air for another half hour, and we would love to speak to you about your day with Ed Fortune at court, and on the I&E tour that suddenly sprung up inadvertently. Oh, let me try this. Hold on. Yellow. Hold on. Yellow, you're on the air. Yellow. 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 Uh-oh. Hold on. Yellow. 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 No. Yeah. Oh, God. Really? I'll try it again. One more time. Oh, God. The phone's working. My phone is working. If you can hear the dial tone and the ringing, my phone's working. It's not my phone. No, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh, God, I'm trying. Oh, no. This is the way my day's been going. I've had a horrible day, William. William, this is the story of my day. Everything of my day has gone wrong. I can't make a phone call today. Well, at least I got a phone. At least the phone's working.
Your call has been forwarded to.
All right. I'm not going to leave a long message. Oh, well, I'm trying. So, that's the deal, William. Really? You're going to leave me hanging? Thanks, buddy. I got more calls to make. That's okay. I don't need you, William. I don't need you tonight. You could do your thing. Have fun over there in your little dab world. Enjoy your little dab world. I hope you have fun. Because guess what? I got other fish to fry. If he ever picks up the phone, let's see what happens here. No, I'm going to get the message. No. Nope. Yo.
Hello.
Hello.
Did I win? Winner.
Yeah, chicken dinner.
Sweet. I want my magical butter machine delivered.
Oh, I got a butter machine for you.
I don't want that one. What's up there, brother?
How the hell are you doing, Mr. Burrini?
I'm just chilling in my air conditioning house.
We got air conditioning here. You should come over here and dab with us. We got air conditioning.
But dude, man, I just got off of work. And by the time I get there, you guys will be gone.
Damn.
I took Thursday off this week, though.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you're going to have to pick me up, or I'm going to have to meet you at your house. And, yeah, Thursday I'm all yours.
Dude, come to Hanover, and I will drive your ass to Trenton.
What time?
You be there at 9 o'clock.
All right, sweet. I'll see you 9 o'clock Thursday morning.
You're the man. I'm going to roll up some nice fat joints of, let's see, what do we got? Lemon haze, dog cookies, and let's see what else we got. I know you have a lot of... Did you go through all your fucking jars yet? Jesus Christ. Are you done?
No, I still have a couple of jars left.
Oh, God. That was great, dude. That was one of the best days of my life. I swear to God, it really was.
Oh, yeah, now we're pressing them. I mean, now we're, like, smashing them, you know, with Anthony's machine.
You guys are funny.
Oh, no, wait till you taste these. Oh, man, some of them are outrageous.
I know, man.
It's amazing.
That's so cool. I said, Anthony, can you bring your machine over? He's like, hell no. It's too fucking heavy.
Yeah, he can't lift heavy things. He's crying, a little baby by his back.
Yeah.
Nah, he's actually hurt, man. That boy's hurt. But, so how you doing there, little man?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, you know.
How's the women?
Everybody's good. Dude, the women on this tour have been friggin' amazing. Have you seen, dude, Carrol Millman at the friggin' with the chief was kick-ass. It's just, oh, man.
Pissing me off.
Oh, Carrol?
Carrol Millman is pissing me off.
Why?
Because hey, don't you know about our laws? What about our laws? No, they're not fucking our laws. They're the law. Jesus, the law. I love her. She's awesome. She's like, hey, do you know the law? No, what she say? Do you know our law? We can smoke wherever we can smoke a cigarette.
She's fucking awesome, dude. She kills me.
It's great.
She kills all the women on the tour. Dude, that was the smartest thing I think you've ever done. I think people actually want to watch the videos now.
Yeah, I think I'm onto something. I'm keeping my mouth shut from now on. Let the girls talk.
Good.
It's what you all wanted from the start, I know. Well, now you got your fucking wish.
Yo, Boston Freedom Rally, September 17th and 18th. You coming? What's the deal?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to that one. I can't miss that.
Yo. And, bro, you got to bring a shitload of shirts. When we went up to Meltdown and the bonfire, people want your shirts in the cannabis community, bro.
Dude.
Did you fucking hang up on me?
No, did Marley sell any shirts up there? I didn't even talk to Marley yet.
I don't think he did, but people are asking about your shirts, man.
Yeah, I see people wearing them. I'm like, wow, dude, that's awesome.
You need to bring a shitload to the Boston Freedom Rally.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
I will. I get a lot of looks, a lot of comments. Black people flip out when they see them. They're just like, oh, my God, oh, my God. White people, not so much.
I'm walking through a fucking Walmart. And some old lady come up to me and go with her fucking, put their hands in the form of a gun and go, pow, pow, mister.
Oh,
I'm like, what the fuck? Oh,
what?
I forgot it. Yeah. Dude, I get people. When I was in Maine, I'm like, me and Anthony, we're just walking around with our shirts, we're walking around in the parking lot. So, like, fucking people, like a lady came up to us, she goes, I just gotta tell you, boys, your shirts make me laugh. And then I just keep walking. Dude, even my dad, who's a very serious guy, dude, even he was fucking laughing when I brought the shirt over.
Nice.
So, it's a winner, bro. Someone, I think Melinda, someone, the Vape Cat, they put out that you should buy that fucking website.
What site?
Don'tShoot.com.
Oh.
Start selling the shirts. Put the shirts on your fucking Sativa Cross site. Hello.
I do. They're on the site, and I'm trying to sell them on the site, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how. I'm doing it wrong, though. People like to order things with boxes, and I'm just like, yeah, send $20 to PayPal in care of DJ Evil Ed at AOL.com. EVELED. And it's, I don't know, I'm not getting as many orders as I think I should. I don't know. Doing something wrong.
There is, because people want that shirt, bro.
They do. I need to walk around with them, and just because people are like, where do we get that shirt? And I'm like, sativacross.com. I tell like 20 people, and then nobody buys one.
Don't shoot. I got a big dick. I mean, people even come up to me saying, hey, you should do one that says, don't shoot. I'm a stoner.
That's funny.
So I'm telling you, bro, people want to buy them shirts. You got to, as soon as you go to sativacross.com, you got to put it on there, like a picture of the fucking shirt.
It's right there.
And you click on it.
Right on top.
Really? I got to check your site out.
Right on top.
I got to check it out.
Don't shoot, I'm a kitten.
There you go. I know you want to say, don't shoot, I'm a pussy. I get it.
Don't shoot, I'm a fetus.
Don't shoot, I'm a... Never mind. I'll get in trouble.
Don't shoot, I'm in love.
So, hey.
Haney's passed out. Haney dabbed the fuck out over here. I am never giving Haney any good dabs. Only Reclaim from now on.
I'm afraid to hang out with Haney.
No.
When you dab him out, man, that dude forgets everything.
It's no good. I can't even do a show with him. He's in his own world. He's no help to me at all. No help at all.
And he was probably rubbing his fucking mic while up and down his dick.
Yeah. I don't know what to say.
Hey, how many women you got over there tonight?
We had Carrol here. She left. Trish was supposed to come. She couldn't make it. Cleo is with her children today. And That's it. And William's the only other girl tonight.
Nice.
Right, William? Uh-oh. Is he going to say something? I think he's about to say something. Oh, boy.
What do you think about Poe?
Yeah. What about Poe? He dropped out of the race, huh? Yeah, it's a shame.
I don't know if he dropped out or if he was forced out. I mean, I think he's pretty much forced out.
They threatened to sue him, right?
I hope he does, because I think that's bullshit, man. To be Attorney General, you have to be a fucking... I don't get it. It's a public office, so why would you have to be a lawyer? I don't get that. You know, I equate it to being a good Italian Catholic. I equate Poe's resist or Poe's fight to that of a pope. When right before they named the pope in the conclave and all, they actually, you know, they don't have to choose a priest. Better yet, they don't even have to choose a bishop. So before, like, if they name a guy, like, all of a sudden say, boom, Lefty Grimes is going to be our new pope. And they say, okay, Lefty, you're the new pope. But before that, since you're not a bishop or a priest or a deacon, we're going to make you a deacon. Okay, you're a deacon. Okay, now we're going to make you a priest. Okay, you're a priest. Okay, now we're going to make you a bishop. Okay, you're a bishop. Now you're the pope. So I can't believe that if, God forbid, Poe would have won in the election, I have a hard time with, I don't know, it's just not commonsensical.
He should take the bar exam. Okay. I would take the bar if I was him.
No, why should he even have to take the bar exam? I mean, you know, we're talking about an attorney general. Come on, dude, of a state.
Is it multiple choice?
I love this guy.
Is the bar exam multiple choice? Because I'll try it.
No, the bar exam's hard.
I'll try it. I'll do it.
It ain't easy.
I'll guess. I bet I'll get an 80 just guessing on everything.
You said an 80?
I will get an 80 just by guessing on every question.
Oh, an A. You said an A.
An 80. No, I wouldn't get an A. I'm not that good. If I studied, maybe.
You'd get like a 42.
42.
The hell are you kidding? This ain't multiple choice. This ain't, you don't...
Always pick B.
Choice.
Just pick B and sometimes C, and you do all right.
No, these are actual, like, questions, you know? Like, if a plane is flying from Jersey to California, and a plane from California is flying to Jersey, and the planes crash in the middle of the ocean, where do they bury the survivors? I mean, that's the kind of questions we're talking about. So, you know...
They don't eat survivors.
Shit, you're like, wow. I don't know if that's the right answer. I ain't too bright, but wow, you sound like maybe you could pass it. Yo, bro, in all seriousness, we're going to hang out more, man.
I know. I called you and I wanted to go to the diner last night. I was so high and so hungry. I'm like, Wayne, it's like 10:30. Come on, get stoned with me. Let's go to the diner.
Dude, if I didn't just have my third dinner, I would have went out last night. But after the third dinner, I was fucking stuffed.
I
just
wanted
to take off my pants and just do. I call it the Diddy Plop, where I just sit in my big boy chair and watch my Sanford and Son.
Nice.
You know, maybe masturbate, but you know that's
maybe.
Sometimes it depends if I'm in the mood. Last night I wasn't. I was too stuffed.
I got some nice cannabis oil to use. Boy, I tell you.
Well, let me tell you something. You would have liked the last meltdown.
Oh, really?
Some dude actually had, I have Floria, which is a sexual lubricant made with cannabis. But this guy made his own stuff. And, yeah, man, he was, I got some. And he was right. When you play with yourself, It's not like you're playing with yourself. It's like someone else. It's beautiful.
It is amazing.
I'm sorry.
No, I've tried the cannabis oil, decarboxylated cannabis oil, and I usually do, not to get too personal, but I usually just do it dry normally, and yeah, oil's good. Just saying.
Right, yeah. Well, oil helps. I mean, I like spit. Spit works too.
Spit?
Yeah.
Jesus. Fuck.
You dirty bastard,
Yeah,
you.
you sicko. That's great. Thursday. Oh, but man, it's on Thursday. I can't wait.
Yeah, Thursday. I'll be here after 9 in the morning, bro. Yeah, I was making the schedule this week, and I'm like, fuck it. I haven't been to fucking Trenton, and God forbid I see big boy governor there.
Oh,
I'm gonna tackle him.
that'll be great.
I'm gonna be like, yo, you said you were gonna sign it. Let's go now, boss. Come on.
He'll recognize you, and he'll know. And you say, "Hey, you told me. You said." And he'll go in
Hey,
there.
I know how we can get him to like come to us, because I know you guys are all upset that he always walks past you guys intentionally, and to like doesn't even pay attention to you guys. I got how we're gonna have him pay attention to us.
Chicken salad on rye.
So more importantly, because he's at that 30 feet, 30, 40 feet away, So I've been practicing, and I've been taking a chicken salad sandwich, and I've been tying it to my fishing pole, and I've been casting it, and I can get that shit out a good 50 fucking feet. So I'm thinking, while we're on the air doing a podcast in front of the Statehouse, I'll cast the chicken salad sandwich, because we know his cars, the vehicles, those two big black Suburbans, and I'll just toss one of the chicken salad sandwiches right at the dashboard of the first truck, and boom, I'll just fucking lure that fat fuck right to our table.
Oh.
That's ingenious. Stoners, we're fucking awesome.
You need to do it on a plate so it doesn't hit the ground.
Who cares if it hits the fucking ground?
I'm sure he doesn't.
Don't you know anything about us fat people? Oh shit, it hit the ground. Oh fuck, we can't eat that. Fuck it, let's just go to bed. Come on, dude. Like we got the fucking 5-second rule. Then we got like the fucking, if you can say the alphabet before you pick it up.
Wet food? What about wet food? Like stuff that's already wet on a dirty floor.
Bro.
Like a pickle.
The only time I ain't picking it up is if somebody's throwing it up, okay? How's that boy doing from Bayonne, eh?
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right, man. You're not doing no talking over there. What's going on?
I like how you're doing all the talking. Keep going. That's why I like to have smarter people on the show. But we called you. I don't know why we called you.
See me growing the hair, right?
What's that all about?
Well, weed ban stuff on my house. He talked about maybe doing a video or two for his run for Congress.
Yeah, it's about time.
And I told him I'd be more than happy to help our boy Edward Fortune win and become a congressman of the great state of New Jersey.
Absolutely.
Funny how Ed's actually on the ballot.
I know. You're going to endorse him as the governor.
Well, the sad part is, not the sad part, but the weird part about him actually being on the ballot this time is he was very incognito about his candidacy. He really didn't tell anybody. And he just kind of gathered the signatures and got them all legit, and he didn't make a big deal, a big spectacle of putting it out in the paper about how he was running. He wanted to make sure that he got on the ticket and his name will be officially entered, and it is.
Yes.
There's nothing they can do now.
No.
You know? So all we got to do now is convince everybody in the 12th district. Forget about voting for Hillary or Donald Trump. Make sure you vote for NJ Weedman, the only candidacy for the legalization of marijuana. Cannabis, weed, bud, whatever you want to call it. Right?
Dude, I am all for Ed Fortune being our new senator. He is the man. I've supported him for years. Congressman? Dude.
Yeah, this time he's running for Congress.
He is one of the great heroes of New Jersey.
Yes. Did you hang up on me?
No, I'm playing Hail to the Chief. Can you hear it?
Okay. I can't hear shit.
Yeah, I'm playing Hail to the
I
Chief.
I see my cat Rocket looking at me like, he's like, yo, get the fuck off the phone. You were about to pet me. You had the goddamn love hand. I got the love glove for the cats, Anyway.
The love glove.
I had, yeah, I'll send you a picture of this shit. One side it's all fucking soft, and then the other side it's all hard and shit. You use the hard side first, it gets all the fur out. Then you use the soft side, and it gets them all cleaned up. And and then he's like looking at me like, yo, man, I want the love glove. Give me the love glove.
Love
Who the
glove.
fuck you talking to? So I'd also like to enter myself into the Magic Butter Machine contest.
Okay, yeah, you can win a magical butter machine and a T-shirt.
Yeah. Well, I need
Because guess what?
I'm serious about them T-shirts.
Magical butter makes your recipes better. Be dialing. I'm singing along to Tommy Dorsey here. Magical butter makes your recipes better. You can't hear this music, huh, Wayne? That sucks.
I can't hear shit.
Magical butter. Be dialing.
All right. Hey, you put your magical butter, sell that shit. And I gotta play with my rock, man. He wants a love glove, baby.
Do the magical butter commercial. I'm playing the magical butter music. Go ahead, do the commercial.
I don't even have a box in front of me. Just buy the fucking machine, people. For all you people out there that want to make edibles, it's really simple. You get the magical butter machine. If you don't do that, then you gotta play scientist. And you gotta be a chef like I do. You have to get your pot, and you have to make sure it's at the correct temperature. Otherwise, the THC and CBD leaves the actual butter mixture or oil mixture that you're cooking with, and yada, yada, yada. It's very complicated. But if you get the magical butter machine, you put the weed in one pile, then you put the butter in the other, you close the lid, then you hit the fucking button. Anybody can use it. Hence, that's how I make my edibles.
Nice.
So on that note, buy your magical butter machine, and it comes with a love glove. Not the same kind of love glove that I have for Rocky, but it's very similar. It is green, and it's, yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So on that note, stay cold. Tell Haney, I love you, you old fuck. Sell your goddamn flag.
He's passed out.
Hydrate. Make him hydrate. You gotta hydrate the old man. If you're gonna dab, you have to hydrate.
He's a mess.
So on that note, don't think I'm like, hanging up and, gonna have fun.
Yeah, I know what you're
I'm
gonna do.
gonna hang up and Rocket's gonna have fun. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, we know. Well, have fun, and I'll see you on Thursday.
Yes, 9 a.m., your house.
All right, Mr. Burrini. Keep growing that hair. I'm going to touch your fuzz on Thursday.
Oh, what fuzz you talking about?
I'm going to inspect your fuzz.
I got some fuzz on the top of my head. I got some fuzz on my nuts.
No, I'm going to...
I got some fuzz in my swamp ass.
No, I'm inspecting you for fuzz. Don't worry. Just bring your fuzz.
Oh, boy. All right. Maybe I'll even dye it for you. You never know.
We're going to hold you
Maybe
down.
I'll walk up in the Statehouse. I tried that already. Never mind.
We're going to hold you down and paint your toenails purple.
Yeah, and they beat me up with some batons, too.
You'd like that.
But anyway, peace out.
See ya! Wayne Burrini is a big weenie? No, that doesn't even rhyme. Magical butter makes your recipes better. Get yours. That's right. Uh-oh, I'm being texted. Oh, shit. What? Oh, Jesus. At the touch of a button. Enjoy great tasting healthy foods or make natural skincare products because magical butter makes your recipes better. Brownies, cookies, smoothies, sauces, soups, veggies, candies, salad dressings for your tossed salad. We all love tossed salad. Seafoods, marinades, meats, beverages, lotions, and salves, much, much more. Magical Butter uses an exclusive technology to extract botanical nutrients directly into butter, cooking oils, alcohol, and lotions. Works with butter, tinctures, peanut oil, coconut oil, olive oil, coconut oil, sunflower oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, much, much more. It includes a love glove. Eat to treat. 1-800-424-3334. 1-800-424-3334. MagicalButter.com. And William Haney, who's too dabbed out to do his commercial, it's medical-freedom.com. Medical-freedom.com. Get your State of Compassion flags from medical-freedom.com. JacksonStorms.com. CMMNJ.org. That is the Coalition for Medical Marijuana, New Jersey. They are the reason why I can smoke my cannabis wherever the hell I want in New Jersey. So far. Well, I'm allowed to anyway. And we have our friends at the NewJerseyWeedman.com. New Jersey Weedman's Joint, NewJerseyWeedman.com. Go to the joint. Get yourself some food. Get some hot wings after 11. He's staying open after 11 for you, so get your ass over there. He's running for Congress. Make sure you vote for him. Make sure you register to vote. Vote for Ed Fortune. We also want to thank our other friends. Jenny's Purple Ribbon Journey. Jenna's Journey. Tuffy's Fight. Prayers for Sarah. Prayers for Pete. JacksonStorms.com. DavidVersusAutism.org. Run New Jersey. This is the part of the show that I really hate because we just added another name to this part of the show, and it's Randy Robertson. We lost another friend and cannabis warrior. He fought, and he fought hard, and he inspired many, including myself. And it takes a lot to inspire me, man. I'm telling you, you got to be, you really have to be something else. And he got me. That guy, he got me good. I'll never forget his speech. I'll never forget how he just made me feel inside when he gave that speech. I felt the fire burn in me because I saw how this guy was fighting for his life and how emotional he was and how he was fighting for his family more than anything. And a lot of people can relate to that. Me, I'm selfish. I'll fight for myself. But that's okay. That's just me. I try not to be selfish, but I sometimes I am. Human nature. But this is not the selfish part of the show. This is the part where we say that we remember these people that passed on before us. That we remember the Cheryl Millers. The woman that Jim pushed around in a bed all around New Jersey. Suffered. That woman suffered like you couldn't believe. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. William's mother suffered brutally. Joan. I'm sorry. Teresa. I'm going to start calling her Teresa. I call her Joan Ford because of the book, but her name's Teresa. And her book is inspiring. And like I said, it takes a lot to inspire me. Joan Ford, you have inspired me. Sabina Rose, 15-month-old baby. You would think a 15-month-old baby inspires you? Yeah. That baby inspired me. Inspires me. Gracie, Marie, Cindy Mae, Diane. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.